I need that sports encyclopedia. U.S. Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders is the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
he's. Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you all. God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Red. You got the belt around you.
Smitty and Jason Brown.
Coach JB Show.
What up, baby? 4th of July. Yes, we are. Look at this Captain America t-shirt. Proud American. It is Americans Day, 4th of July. Enjoy it this weekend. Stay safe. And don't do nothing I wouldn't do. As we head into the 4th of July weekend, Smitty will be along here in a minute. He has a work meeting going on. Hopefully everybody is safe. Pray for Americans and pray for the USA. We got a loaded show today. Tim Neverett, the voice of the Doyers, the Los Angeles Dodgers voice, joins us to talk some baseball. The historic night as Clayton Kershaw becomes the fourth lefty to reach 3,000 Ks. A little baseball on the docket today. Does TJ Watt stay put in Pittsburgh or do you trade him? We'll ask the question. Plus, how did Aaron Rodgers look out here in California throwing the ball around? A buddy of mine was in person yesterday with them, and I'll break that down out here in L.A. at a high school football field, chucking it around. I'll break that down. Plus, what are the Lakers doing? They signed DeAndre Ayton, but is that enough? Does LeBron stay put? I don't think he has any options out there but L.A., so we'll see. The Nuggets got better. We know the Rockets made moves, and the Thunder are still the Thunder. So are the Lakers simply playing for a farewell tour for LeBron James, who isn't even a top 5 Laker of all time. Make it make sense. But what do I know? We're going to dive right into it. Pound the like, subscribe. If you're not a member, if you walk in the door and you don't hit the pound like or the like button, go back out, wipe your feet off, and do it again. Hit the like button. Appreciate you guys last few days. The likes have gone up. We appreciate it. So pound the like as you walk in the door today. It is the last show of the week. So happy 4th of July. Rio, I don't think he is. He's lazy as shit. Have you ever watched him like actually play? Like he'll stand there and watch you get the rebound. Like he's bad. Hopefully he's in LA and the lore of LA will wake him up and jar his athleticism and make him combine the athleticism with some work ethic. Because right now he's horrible. He's one of the softest, laziest players that I've seen. Go check him out. Go watch him. Go watch him in Phoenix, how bad he was as far as how lazy he is around the rim. So maybe we'll see. Yeah, exactly. I always say when they pay you to leave, there is a addition by subtraction situation going on. And they paid his ass, what, $28 million to leave Portland? They said, get out the door. Don't let it hit you on your way out. He is, I'm just telling you, the guy has a reputation. He's lazy. He's soft. Talented, sure. But how many of those guys have we seen before? thousands of lazy, athletic, talented guys. So we'll see. I think he is, but we'll dive into it. But it's 4th of July. Drop your favorite 4th of July barbecue. Your must-have 4th of July barbecue in the chat. I think I'm going to smoke a brisket. I'm going to make some mac and cheese, of course. Sweet potatoes, of course. My sweet potatoes, my yams, brown sugar, honey, little cinnamon. God damn. My sweet potatoes are unbelievable. Mac cheese, sweet potatoes on the side. My unbelievable barbecue baked beans as a must. And then for the food, I'm doing brisket, smoking it. I'm smoking the brisket. Nah, I ain't got to start right now, man. It ain't no 24-hour smoke. I'm going to smoke a brisket. I do about 12 to 14-hour smoke. I wake up at usually like 3 in the morning and get it started, put it on. And then I don't want to eat at 10 in the morning. God damn. Got to have some sausage. You got to have link sausages. You got to have some sort of links, hot links or sausages or whatever, Italian sausages, whatever you got to have. You got to have those. I got to do that. Sportsbook Lab said, I'm buying food at the food truck. Oh. Kenneth ask your mom if I could cook. Shut up. Ask your mom. She's been over here. She knows I could get down, homie. Stop talking. Stop. Your mom knows I can get down. I even finished with some of her sauce. Tell her to open wider, homie. She's not very good at gawk. So anyway, there's a lot going on, but drop your favorite food. We're going to get into it. But brisket, I think I might do a brisket 4th of July. I haven't done a 4th of July brisket. We'll see. I don't know. Ribs are always a easy smoke. Ribs. I like beef back ribs. I've been smoking beef back ribs lately. I can do beef back ribs. We'll see. Depends. Depends on the temp on the brisket. I started at 220-ish, 225. Started off slow, and I'll go until I flip that bitch. And then I'll wrap her up. Apple juice it down, wrap it up, season it again, and then I'll put it at 250 for the last 4 hours. For about the last 4 hours at 250. 225 for the most of the spot. 225 for about 9-10 hours, though. That's when you start getting that little bit of bark at the end before you wrap it, and you start to get that motherfucker to start fattening up. And you know the key to buying the right brisket? Does anyone know? No, I'm not surprised at the verdict at all. Especially him being denied bail. Kind of figured that out. Bail was the sentencing isn't until October, so they want to keep his ass in there. They're going to try to expedite the sentencing though until next week, apparently. No, how do you pick the right brisket? Anyone know? Somebody said the corner. If you pick a brisket at the store because of the corner, you're a fucking idiot. And somebody teached you wrong. Who learned you to spoke, motherfucker? Who the fuck picks the corner of a brisket and says, that's it right there, let's go? I hope you're not doing that, whoever said that shit. Some people said no idea. All right, good. I'm going to teach you some game then. Some of you OGs in here, no. But you grab that big bitch. You grab the damn brisket and you flop that motherfucker and see how much bend is in it. How much bend is in it? Somebody said, the insane one, said flexibility. You want that bitch to hang loose over your arms. Have someone slap it on your arms like this, and if it don't hang over the sides, don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get no hard-ass brisket. Go get you some flexible. You want some bend in there. You want that shit to like some like some ass, like some nice big floppy ass, like some fat ass, like a fat ass bitch. You want that bitch with some fat ass. You want that motherfucker to move. You want it to move just like this, like some ass. You don't want that motherfucker to be stiff, fucking upside down Coke bottle ass, just flat down from back all the way to the fucking hamstring, homie. You don't want no flat ass brisket. You need that motherfucker to jiggle, jiggle. It was wiggle, wiggle. What's that little gay ass song you guys listen to? I gotta go set up my new grill today on the boat. I got a new one. Had to upgrade. I didn't like the other one. I didn't like it. It wasn't burning right. It's it was one of the automatic starters. Got to get rid of that. Got to automatically light them. Found that out. Smitty will be here in a second. Let's dive into the quote of the day. Brought to you by Boom. Go ahead on over there today. Tell them we'll send you. We'll be revamping everything after the summer ends. But quote of the day: understand the responsibility that comes with freedom. It's 4th of July. I don't think you realize what comes with freedom. There's a great responsibility. Understand it. Understand the responsibility that comes with freedom. I don't think a lot of you understand it. You don't, because you wouldn't be this dumb out there in America, living free, walking around every day, talking about illegals and shit. It's unbelievable. I can't wait to see the alligator island in place. Chop them motherfuckers up. I want to see somebody get out. I want to see somebody try to swim across. I want to see that shit. Make that shit a video. Make that shit a movie. I want to see it. Everybody's like, what are we? What kind of country are we? We're third world country because you motherfuckers allowed it. You motherfuckers wanted third world. Guess what we get? Third world. So guess what? Fuck it. Gator Island. Let's go. Put them motherfuckers out there. I want to see them all. Alcatraz Island, Gator Island, open back Alcatraz. Fuck it. You motherfuckers wanted it. Why y'all crying now, homie? Y'all wanted this shit. Shit. You wanted it. Yeah. Yeah. You wanted it. You wanted it. I said, fuck it. I'm like, yeah, homie, let's do it. Gator Island, bring that shit. Yeah. I say, fuck it, let's do it. Whenever, is Smitty ready, Bailey? Whenever he's ready. I'm ready to go whenever. If he wants to go to work today, I don't know what he's doing. But let's dive right into it. My Far East Sider 317. I saw something pop up, and I didn't know if that was him or not. Let's pop in my Far East Sider 317. It's 4th of July weekend, and shout out to the, what is it called? Gator Island or whatever. Not Love Island, correct? Gator Island. Let's dive right into LeBron hairline having and Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 defending, Caitlin Clark jocking, Fox Sports very own Big Smitty joins the show.
What did I walk into this morning? Lord have mercy.
America. Yeah, I like it. See, I got all the colors. I got all the colors. You don't.
Because, I mean, I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I mean? Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case,
Case what?
I mean, y'all.
Where you going, though? One foot. That's the problem. See, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You need to go over there then.
I might. I'm trying to play it out and see how it
play it out. Well, I'm gonna deport you then.
You ain't got that power.
Where's the white on red, white, and blue for me?
Right, the star.
Now
what? And then you, and then your skin.
Me, dummy. It's not there. Yeah,
it's both, homie.
It's me. It's just me, homie. I'm the red, white, and blue, homie.
I'm red, white, and black. I'm red, black, and blue.
What country is that?
New country, homie. You'll see in a few years.
Isn't that Nigeria or something?
You'll see in a few years, homie. Now they green, homie.
FA, where is that?
Why you ask FA?
Huh?
Why you ask FA? Huh?
I thought you knew all the countries, homie.
Man, shout out to Lauren, man. She hit me up yesterday, man. Said she had such a good time on the show, man. Shout out to her. Shout out to my coach, my D coordinator, Coach Bateman, man. Hit me up, said, everybody was sending them the clip from the shout out. People, they really watch our show, Jason. I've been trying to tell you that. I know you're not.
You've been trying to tell me that
because you don't be confident in the show. we be having our little meetings. You be all depressed and the numbers, but I'm like, bro, people are really watching our show. Like these are big time for Coach Bateman to get the clip that we didn't even cut it or post it. That means either players or other coaches was watching the show and had to clip it off themselves, screen record it, and send it to them. That's the only way they could have got it because I didn't ask Betty to cut it. I don't think Betty cut that. I know Paris didn't cut it. So the only way they could have got it was actual fans watching the show. So I just love getting those.
Are you really that ignorant and naive?
What you mean?
So you don't think every coach in America watches this show to send to other coaches?
I didn't know that.
I told you that.
Put me on game. So right now, you telling me all the D1 coaches, D2, whatever, they all got this mega group chat, and they just send stuff in there.
Well, I know big time ones do. Like I know Lanning sends this shit to everybody fucking around. Always text me like laughing, but I'm not gonna tell you what he sends. But
what he's saying.
I know Lane and Sark talk about shit. I'm included in one of their group texts. So yeah, it's funny. Yeah. I know for a fact they do because they live vicariously through what I say because they all say that. They're just not being recorded. And when you're recorded at that level and say it, then guess what? You get canceled. You lose sponsorships. You lose administrative support. You lose fucking all because all the cancel culture pussy vulture in America allows them to have to watch through me.
Really?
It's fact. But anyway, I don't want to say nothing more than that.
Real quick, tell me, so what all did I miss? I mean, I came in, and I don't want to talk about that topic right now. Did I miss quote of the day? Did I miss CT?
What topic?
TTB? Did I miss anything like okay, cool. I'm glad.
Quote of the day.
I missed that?
Yeah, I understand. Understand the responsibility that comes with freedom.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, America.
That's cool.
Yeah. You don't want to talk about what? The Gators?
We're not talking about the little alligator Alcatraz, homie. We're not talking about that.
Does that make sense? Is that like perfect though for the Florida Gators, the college football team? Everything kind of lines up.
Saying, that's not cute though. Did you see the video of DeSantis walking around? He's like, "Hey man, we got the alligators outside, man. If they try to break you out, they're gonna kill him and eat him." And then like he's all excited about it.
What's his name? What's his name?
DeSantis or somebody. Bro, we got so many alligators. They can't break you out. They're trapped. If they break you out, they're going to die. Oh, this is going to be epic. I'm like, nah, it's like this is a science project for him. Like,
I love it. D Jones loves it.
Like it ain't real lives.
Yeah, like D Jones loves it. By the way, people I don't think understand what it is. I think they think that we're putting together some concentration camp for Americans.
It sounds crazy though.
It's not Americans at all over there. And by the way,
it don't matter. It's concentration camp.
By the way, everyone's like, have you seen all the demonic left? They're like, have you seen the cages that are in there? Oh my God. And it's some fat fucking dude transformed to a bitch with blue hair. Have you seen the concentration camp that's going on in Florida? Fuck that trap. Have you seen these weirdo fucks? Well, anyway, let me give you a little clue. No, it's not for Americans. And I've never seen a concentration camp in Guantanamo that had a fucking bed, pisser, shitter, blankets, pillows. Again, America continuing to fucking help everybody else. I wouldn't put a fucking thing in there. Put a cage and that's it. I wouldn't put a fucking cot. I wouldn't put shit.
Jason, moments like this is what makes me have to take a step back and be like, and reevaluate our friendship. Who are you?
Who am I? I'm the motherfucker.
On one hand, you a good dude, man. Take a shot off your back. Look out for folk from the hood.
What's still good? What's that?
It's like a whole nother flip side of you where you like, it's like evil. I'll throw him in the cage, naked and cold with a water hose spraying on him. No food, no drink. I'm like, damn.
You know what the problem is?
Where did that side come from?
You know what the problem is?
Yeah, explain to me.
I made a decision and a choice. You can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That doesn't exist.
What age? What age? 42, 41?
Probably early 40s where I said, you know what? I got to pick a side.
I should have met you. I should have met you in late 30s. That would have been perfect. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, now the thing is, like, there's no more like duping me.
Okay.
You'll learn that as you get older. Like, nah, fuck the government. They never help me. Okay. Fuck politicians. Fuck priests. Fuck pastors. They're all crooked. So I'm like, the 3 C's I stay away from.
Okay.
Convenient, crooked, Christians. Yeah, there's a real thing. They're only Christians when it's convenient, but they're always crooked.
And then if you want to add a fourth C in there,
Ask Diddy. Ask Diddy how's that going. Ask Diddy.
I know you stay away from cats too. You don't like cats.
It was convenient as hell to pray for his freedom in front of the judge the other day, wasn't it? How convenient was it to become a Christian, P. Diddy? How convenient was it to become a Christian? But were you praying all the other time? Was you praying when you was dragging Cassie around the hotel room? And you know, guess what though? Your girl, she wears a Pittsburgh Steelers jersey a lot. She hit me up. She was like, shout out, or she put a post out there like, shout out to Diddy's free, y'all. So I had to like not check her, but I was like, anyone celebrating this man's release definitely forgot that he used to beat and fuck up women. And she said, she put a mouth out like the face or whatever, the emoji. And then she said, agree. I said, we forget, homie. Like, I'm tripping off so we're so quick to forget. And we talked privately. She even mentioned, like, you have the best podcast. I got to come on and give my perspective. I said, all right, so we'll see if she might pop on. She might pop in today. She might pop in this morning. But she might pop in this morning. But like, she even said, sometimes from our past and all this shit that we've gone through and endured, we forget what the human is, and we just protect the color.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah,
because for real though, a lot of times,
free the brother.
A lot of times we just like stick together, and then like behind the scenes though, like in our group chat, we be like, man, this motherfucker tripping. But it's like
but you won't say it publicly.
But we can't give y'all that ammo because not you. When I say y'all, but like unfortunately, there's people on your side who are not like you, right? Who are racist, but you know. So when you do give them any ammo, it's like, see, told you. So that's why.
That's
publicly,
the problem, though.
Publicly, we might not say nothing, but behind the scenes, we'll say it. But it's a bigger picture for us. So she's not wrong at all. And you may not understand that, but as a black person, I understand exactly what she's saying.
Yeah, I understand it better than you, actually. Here's the issue.
It's impossible for you to understand it better than me.
That's the problem, though. That's the problem. That everything you just stated is.
You understand it though? Seriously though, like what I just said.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be that way. Because what I'm saying is though, like the difference. That's why certain cats are blowing up, like Brandon Tatum and these and all these conservative black folks that are coming out like, nah, we can't do it that way. And there's only few of them because, and then you see all these other guys. Now Stephen A's turning right. And now all these other guys, because you know why? We've been quiet. And I say we because I don't care about color. I don't care about race. I care about the division. The white folks need to do the same thing, though. See, that's the thing I'm saying, though. Like, we got to stop holding all that to private conversations and just be public with it all. Like, I'm just saying be public with it all. And that starts to bring everybody back together because now you know where I stand, homie. You know where a motherfucker stands. That's the problem I have. Like, Candace Owens, she's this broad. I never knew too much about it because from Gate, I said on the show, I believe, I'm like, I don't know if I trust that broad. And now she's totally different than what she was when she apparently said she voted, right? Now she's like, oh, I renege. Can't renege. That's the problem. Y'all say that reneging stuff all the time. Not y'all like that. Y'all, everyone. We're talking renege. Renege, homie, is for spades.
You can't decommit. It's not a word.
Decommit, I say every day on the show. Like, there's no such thing as decommitting. So I don't understand how you're so quick to. That's why we're divided, homie.
She regrets, but at the end of the day, you made a decision. It's too late.
You can't live in regret, homie. If you live in regret, you're fucked. I'm just telling you right now. I don't.
Contrary to belief.
I don't look in the rearview mirror because I ain't going that way.
Right, you going straight.
It's crazy. But anyway, contrary to belief, since this is our version of Free Game Friday, Smitty, don't trust anyone. I'm not going to say the whole time out before I say it. I'm not going to say female. I'm not going to say women or male. I'm going to tell it both females and males together. Don't trust anyone whose profile is private, but privates are public.
Ding, 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 ding. Top 10 alert, top 10 alert, top 10 alert, CTB, top 10 alert. Just move one off the list.
I don't think they get it.
They don't did it. I think you should say it one more time in a different pace, different tone, so that way they'll get it.
Don't trust anyone whose profile picture is private, but privates are public. I'm just telling you, dog. I'm private. My Instagram's private. Bitch, your privates are public. Everybody's fucking.
Speaking of that, did the girl respond to you on Twitter with the OnlyFans?
Nah, she deleted her shit.
Okay.
She don't want to smoke. Usually they don't want to smoke because I think they realize like this motherfucker had nothing to lose. I think people start to figure that out. Like people on Twitter, they start to be like, this motherfucker don't give a fuck about nobody.
No, that's real shit. Like,
nah, Matt Barnes told me that shit. He was like, man, I used to think like, cause I'm like, dog. So wait up, y'all agree with certain shit I say, right? They're like, hell yeah. I'm like, but then you don't agree. Remember that day? He said, you say some crazy shit there.
Yeah.
Hold on. Then doesn't that agree? Doesn't that mean we can disagree?
Yeah.
Don't that mean we have different opinions?
But to your bigger point, though, a lot of times people just go on Twitter to have like normal just discourse and debate and discussion. But then you come out the gate off the bat like, fuck that motherfucking pussy. So now you right. People know they're like, oh, shoot. Like, he having conversations that I'm not comfortable having on the public platform right now. I got a corporate job. I can't have these discussions. Let me take a step back.
But see, it's always that what you're describing though is always the motherfucker that already said some slick shit though.
Right.
I don't publicly go after anybody unless it's like a retweet on some shit you did.
Yeah.
Like I don't just come out and be like, D Jones, fuck you, motherfucker. You don't have no resume. I don't know shit about you. I don't start nothing. Don't start none, won't be none. I don't ever start the situation. If you ever notice me, I don't just tweet out attacking somebody unless
you finish it though.
I'll finish it though. That's the thing.
You super finish it though.
Never turn down, never start a fight. But don't ever back down if you start one with you.
somebody might say something real like JB, you couldn't throw the ball like Troy Aikman. Then you come in like, well, your mama want to throw. I'm like, whoa. How'd you go there?
Yeah, because I like starting. Don't ask for sympathy now. When you try to do some slick shit, Justin Guinness or what's that? Shane Gillis. Don't start some slick shit now. Don't come back now talking about, man, I was just being cool. No, you weren't, motherfucker. I ain't boo the fool. Motherfucker, I'm from Bompton, homie. I ain't from fucking Beverly Hills, bitch. But anyway, they all think they're slick, homie. They all think they're slick and get one over on you. They all want you to be like cool, but when it come to them, nah, they can say whatever they want.
Where you from, homie?
Bompton, homie. Hey, you know the cool part about it is?
What?
You're a failed JUCO coach. What do you know? Like, that's the number one thing they go, right? I go, failed? 22 years of coaching failed. I said, 300 guys D1, 28 in the NFL. I got 8 Super Bowl champs, 10 first rounders, highest GPA, highest graduation rate, highest transfer rate. One kid ever in 22 years got arrested after leaving me, Emmett Gooden, who's not arrested for life, but good, who I didn't cut prior. So that means he played for me, got a scholarship, went to Tennessee. Emmett Gooden, only guy ever to get arrested. I talk to him every day. He's playing overseas. Who else? I have 22 years, no arrests. But I failed. Winning record, multiple bowl wins. I don't know how I felt, but anyway, you start with that shit, then I'm going at you.
I hear you.
So hopefully it does. Shane tries to roast me, it'll be good for business because I'll literally go do a Keith Smith, Kingston Davis. I cut, never played for me. What are you asking the question for?
Remember, he said guys who actually stayed on the team, like was a part of the team. If he cut them, it's a reason why he cut them. So that doesn't count.
No, see, that's slick shit right there. See, that's why Keith Smith gets called out of his bitch ass fat name.
That's my guy, though. That's my guy.
I don't care. See, he's slick shit. He thinks he's slick. He's already brought Kingston Davis up on this show before. See, he thinks he's slick. No, you're a fat fuck. Nobody. Keith, shut the fuck up. You're not slick, homie. You know Kingston Davis got cut by me because he was a fucking shitbird, and then he went and got arrested when he went to fucking wherever, Louisiana fucking he went to UAB and got a rape charge. Guess what? That's why I cut his bitch ass. But Keith Smith, you know so much, shut the fuck up. Why don't you break down all the other players that got scholarship then, Keith? Go right now. Since you know Kingston fucking Davis got arrested after he left me, break down all the players that went on and excelled. Go. Do na 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 da 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 dun 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 dun. Why hasn't he mentioned one person yet?
He's struggling, I guess. Come on, cousin. Come on, cousin Keith.
Jermaine Johnson. Hell no, Jermaine Johnson. Where's all the? Why are we so stuck on infatuated with the downfall of a motherfucker? Keith, aren't you a brother? You sure bringing up the downfall of a brother in Kingston Davis, but never talked about the 300 motherfuckers that graduated and went on and played D1. The 28 that went to the league. The 41 kids that signed D1 that year on Netflix. A national record. Why aren't you mentioning those, Keith? You fat fucking Iowan. You fucking wobble body son of a bitch. We're at 4th of July, so I'm going to use my term of the day is son of a bitch. I was asked to use that today.
You were asked to use that today?
Yeah, perfect segue for me to say it was right there. Son of a bitch is like an Iowa, Kansas, white boy, super fucking Midwest. I'm sure you heard it in the meth labs in Indiana.
If you really think about it, it's very disrespectful, though. If you really think about it. Yeah, because like we're not really breaking it down as far as like what you're saying. Only thing we hear is the B word part of it, and we take it as if they're calling you that. No, they're calling you the son of one, which means your mama is, or your daddy is, or both. So that's actually deeper to me than what, but we don't break it down all the way. Like everybody does a micro dive. I do a macro dive.
Where's Keith been? I haven't seen Keith at all.
He's searching. He's searching the names for you.
He Googling? Is he Googling all the guys that signed?
Yeah. And he's probably gonna send like a whole little like it's gonna be a long message. Watch.
But he knew Kingston Davis for some reason.
Off the bat.
That didn't play.
It's actually pretty impressive that he pulled that like out of his hat though.
That's what he wants. He only knows like he wants to try to. He thinks he's like trying to catch JB slipping.
But you made a good point though. People love negativity though.
Yeah, of course, I love it.
That's how the world moves though. Like we don't get excited over positivity and positive news. Like, but when it's a Diddy case or when it's something crazy, we all watch it. Like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen?
I think we forget like the part that the cause and effect. There's cause and effect. Diddy just didn't get thrown in court because it was conspiracy case, and they just wanted to hold the brother down. Right. Like, let's be honest. Like, we got a lot of shit since the late '90s. This motherfucker's been in some weirdo shit all the way. I mean, my buddy coached his son at UCLA. He said he's one of the weirdest human beings he's ever come across. Like, there's a vibe out there on the motherfucker. There's a vibe, and then you got to say, all right, there's a vibe. I'm gonna stay away from him. And then there's the public part where he's actually done things that have put him in a court case or a big time hearing. So like there's things out there, obviously. The motherfucker's not just some like I don't know him. Like if I'm a judge of character, I think he's a shitbird. That's just my opinion. I don't know him. But we do know that he's dragged and hit and punched and assaulted multiple women, and 3 of them have been caught on camera. So I assume there's many more. But let's just go with the 3 that's on camera. You're a woman beater, homie. I'm confused. Like why?
And what do we call those?
Bitch made cats.
There you go.
Shitbirds.
Nah, the first one better.
I think that the first. See, if we want to add into the Gator Island thing.
Oh shit.
You take the criminals that are illegal, number 1 people that go over there. The number 2 people are the criminal women, beaters, pedos. Any pedo, boy, girl, whatever. I don't care if you do anything with a boy or girl, a little kid, pedos. Go over there too, homie. And then they have like every week you do like if I'm the warden, this is how I do. Every week we have like swim day. What, homie?
Nah, keep going.
So we have like swim day, and we take all the the pedos, the criminals, the illegal illegals, criminals though, and then we go out and swim. Exercise, homie. What's wrong with that? I don't get it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, homie. They're gonna go out there in the water. They're gonna swim in Gator Island, and whoever makes it back makes it back. But there's no promise. So.
Yeah, because that's your parole hearing. So we have parole hearing on the water, homie. Beautiful scenery, parole hearing on the water. You swim up. I'm in the boat with the podium.
Yeah.
And all right, Jesus.
Oh shit.
And that motherfucker, he's like in the water, homie, swimming, like hold it, and then just fuck. If he gets to my fucking hearing, like, or and he gets snatched underneath, but he's in the water, like waiting for the hand.
I had a homie named Jesus growing up, right in the guy, like one of my close homies.
Right
like
I got homie right now, and then
like,
if he makes it back to the island, homie, he gets paroled.
It's spelled like Jesus, by the way.
Yeah. He gets paroled. How fucking legit? How American is that, homie? Like, you made it through, you get paroled. Like that motherfucker. And now if you don't make it, like, then guess what? Parole denied. Gator runs off with the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The Mexican homies. Like,
what's that Netflix show that was real popular?
By the way, there's a lot of Chinese motherfuckers that are going to Gator Island, by the way. Just throwing that out there. A lot of people don't think, oh, it's all Mexican. No, it's not. It's not Mexican, homie.
It's called Something Games. They come out with a new season of it. But
Hunger Games?
Nah, it ain't Hunger. Squid Games. Yeah, Squid Games. When they're doing all these crazy Squid Games, when they're doing all these crazy challenges where you can literally die in. If you don't win, you die.
In real life?
Nah, it's a movie. It's a show.
Oh, but it's not real life.
Nah, but I'm saying it's kind of like similar to what you're saying.
Real life.
I know what you're actually saying. I'm saying this is basically the concept you're saying, but make it real life.
Yeah. Employment's at all-time low in the 6 months that even CNN, who hates to report on anything Republican, has had to been forced to come out and say Donald Trump has made the biggest splash in his first 6 months in all things. He's ended 4 wars, by the way. Unemployment's at all-time high. Gas price at an all-time low, Smitty, in the last 4 years. Guess where that's not all-time low, though? California, because we got a demonic-ass governor who wants to raise taxes 66% on gas. That's just crazy. Smitty, I'm going to try to get this thing blown up real quick next 6 months and then move you and I out. We're going to move out of California. It's the state I love to death. I'll probably leave the boat here in the water so I can come back to the ocean, but other than that, I got to get the fuck out of here. It's fucking demonic here, homie. I'm just seeing it little by little every day. So I might have to bounce sooner than later, but
gas still high in Indiana, but continue.
Gas still high?
In Indiana, yep.
What's high to you, though?
High for them. Of course, it ain't gonna be the same to Cali, but I'm saying high for them. It's all relative, but I'm just saying, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But out of 50,
I'm just curious where people, because with all presidents, we always get these like big, this is the lowest we've ever seen in the unemployment rate. This is the lowest we've ever seen. Like, I always hear these big old phrases. I'm like, are you really the lowest? Like, somebody lying at some point. Obama lying, Biden lying, Trump lying, Bush, somebody lying. It can't always be the lowest. One of y'all was lying. It's always the lowest. It's always the best we've ever seen. But then I go swipe my card and ain't nothing changing.
Yeah. I by the way, someone in the comment, I always have said I'll never leave Cali. I always did. I mean, that's just is what it is. But like sometimes shock treatment, sometimes you got to bounce. Sometimes you got to realize there's 2 ways I look at it. I'm going to be the guy that fights, which I've always been a fighter. I said I'll never leave. I'm on record. I own that. I said that. Yeah, I'm from here, so I love to be here. So I want to be that guy, but then you got to look at it. Is it going to change? Does it have an opportunity to change? It just doesn't. Not that I'm looking at right now. You got a demonic mayor in LA who's ruined the greatest city in America. You got ruined every sanctuary city in America. You've ruined it. And I'm just going to be honest. The governor he wants to be a president. And anytime you have a governor that wants to be president, it never works out well for that state. Never does. So I'm looking at it like, all right, in 4 years and 4 years and 4 years and 4 years. I'm like, damn, how many years do I wait? Smitty, I got to ask you, like, what point? See, I'm 50 now. See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm not 30. Because at 30, I'm like, it's fuck whatever. I'm down for the fight and the cause.
I'm hustling. I ain't tripping.
How long do I have to wait, though, to figure out if it changes? So at 60, I'll be like, well, fuck it. I ain't no reason to leave now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at what point?
We already discussed you have about 10 to 15 left. So, like, you kind of got to make life decisions now in order to even, like, so you got to make a decision, like, where you want to live at the rest of your life.
Can you tell everybody what you meant?
I can't get. I'm not gonna give them the specifics of what's going on, but I know you said
No, I heard you said 10 to 15 what
years left. Like,
what does that mean? Left what?
On Earth
in Cali?
On Earth.
Oh, I got 10 to 15 minutes years left to live.
You said that. I'm not putting death on your life. You told me that the other day.
Right.
So I'm like, if that's the actual case, you kind of got to make real life decisions right now, like today.
Right.
Like you should know right now. All right, I'm going to Florida. I'm getting me a beach house. I'm gonna drain my 401k. I'm gonna whatever your plan is, your Roth. You need to kind of know that now because I want you to live the best. The next 10 years, I want to be the best years of your life. So whatever you do, if you need to leave Cali, cool. I'm 31, homie. I'm chilling. I'm hustling. LA cool to me. I'm out here making money. Go outside. It's gonna be beautiful today. Palm trees everywhere. I can go to the beach and go to the snow in the same damn day and make it back. Yeah, you can't do that nowhere else, homie. It's beautiful women everywhere. Even if you're in a relationship, you can still look around and see it visually. You can go to sports games, there's bars, there's food, there's Mexican. I had Mediterranean last night, homie. It was amazing. The hummus, the pita, the chicken, oh my god.
No, I'm not a big fan of it.
Well, you ain't been to a good spot. So
I've been to a lot of Mediterranean.
Go to Lucia Grill off Pico. But listen, homie, all the names you put out here, I get it. Man, it's a lot of positive, homie. I don't even see all the little weirdo people you talk about. I don't run into these I barely ever run to these people. So I see everyday regular people every single day. I go out. I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? You inside on Twitter and like look at the news. So that's all you see because it's propaganda. I'm not hanging out in West Hollywood like that. Even I go out there a couple times, I'm not even seeing a lot of that. It's mostly regular people out here doing regular stuff, hustling.
What's in West Hollywood?
Entrepreneur, doing all that stuff.
Why West Hollywood? I'm confused. What's in West Hollywood?
It's just a heavy the community that you don't like is heavy out there.
What community? I like all communities. I don't get what community you're talking about.
You want to get to the you want to get to you? No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to look at the rundown. You want to get to the poll question, or you trying to what?
We have a word for those type of people you can use on this show that people understand. We've created that term. It's called made up human. Have you fucking seen Kathy Griffin?
Mm-mm.
Homie. Do you remember, you know Kathy Griffin is?
Yeah, I know that name. Why is that name so familiar? From what? What show is she from?
Fucking huge. Homie, she's fucking with fucking what's the name? Homie on the Kathy Griffin, the show, the fucking
I know, I'm trying to think real quick.
Have you seen what she fucking looked like yesterday coming out of the fucking house? What was that? Why'd you move so quickly, homie?
It caught me off guard.
And she's wearing her own shirt.
Oh, that's her?
That's her, homie. That's Kathy Griffin.
I didn't. Whoa.
What do you mean, whoa?
Because I'm seeing her real picture who she used to be in the middle. So I'm like, oh, that's her? What's she going through? This ain't no left right stuff, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with that. This is just something wrong with her.
It does though.
It got nothing to do with that. I hate that you put me in the same bucket as her. Like that's bullshit.
I'm not. But
that's not true.
No, it's not what I said. You don't listen to what I said.
This is crazy.
I said when you see this, it's always some hard, far weirdo leftist. Is it not? Show me the hardcore right wing guy that does this.
No, the hardcore right wing guy got a cone-shaped white hood on. So
no, he's not. Stop. I didn't say.
The far right. The far.
No, they're not.
They're extremists.
They're not.
The extreme. All right.
So then this is the far left. Then is what you're saying?
Yeah, you're right. The far left is just weird as hell. The super far right is cone-shaped white hood.
See, that's what.
Nah, she looked like who the comedian from back in the days?
Is that Pennywise? What's his name?
That's Chucky, but the comedian from back. Who the comedian, y'all? Say his name real quick in the chat.
Isn't his name Pennywise, the clown, the fucking It?
Oh, Pennywise. It looks like It. That's a good one. That's a great one, actually. Looks just like It. Who am I thinking about? What's his name, y'all? Carrot Top. Carrot Top. Look like Carrot Top, too. But Pennywise is a good one. Like the actual face. It's like Pennywise and Carrot Top.
It's always a weirdo fucking far left.
Hey, she messed herself up. She was kind of like cool, like little, like played a mama character in her show. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang,
just show me the far right guy. I want to know when he goes flips and goes crazy.
I sent it to Bailey. Hold on, real quick.
Show me something. I want to see it because it's always the same person. It's always the same motherfucker when they go flip out and go crazy.
I'm saying you far right. I've seen the far right, and then we'll go from there. But we gotta it's just crazy, man. We just gotta keep that.
Who's Yang Hansen? What?
Nah, I just be cracking myself up, man. I'm a funny dude, man. I'm a funny dude, man.
Who's Yang Hansen, though?
Who? Why? Why you say that for?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Is somebody in the chat or what?
Oh, fuck, homie. Hold on. What time is it?
It's game time. Who? We can keep going. You know, my time schedule different, so I don't care.
Let me give you the poll question real quick because it's a good little clip probably for a video or something for Bailey. But
it better be good.
Let me ask you something real quick. What would it take to trade TJ Watt if you are the Steelers? Go real quick. 5 minutes. Go.
Okay, we need 4 first-round picks.
No, you're not getting that. Stop. You're not getting 4 first-round.
Okay, we need a. I'm sorry. This ain't basketball. This ain't basketball.
I said 2 first-rounders, and I got shot down when I brought it up. And
you need a first-rounder, 2 second-rounders, and a player.
Nah, see, for me,
he's that good.
But he's not. He is. I get it. But no, hear me out, though.
He wins games, huh?
He's also, right, we want to say he's at the prime, but in 2 years from today, the Steelers will be shopping him because of what? Injury prone, over the top of your prime. Because he'll be 30.
We're assuming that.
No, it's just a fact. That's how it goes. This is just what it is. If you look at the history of these big-time players' contracts, guess what? You sign them now, and then in a couple of years, you're going to be getting rid of them. So I'm saying, why not trade them? Give me a first-rounder and your best wide receiver. That's what it'll take. So here's a proposal that I made with Shaun Salisbury yesterday.
Yeah, missed the playoffs doing that.
Give me Jalen Waddle and a first-rounder, and you can have them.
You tripping?
Because here's the situation.
You tripping?
Why? You've already said this is a 1-year shot with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So give me Jalen Waddle to go along with DK Metcalf. Now I got a 1-2 punch, and
you need defense.
And my team gets a first. No, you don't. Their defense is always good, Smitty. I can cover up for a guy that plays 8 to 10 games a year.
The Steelers are. That's not true. He don't play 18 games a year. The Steelers are 1-11 without TJ Watt on the field. Facts.
Say what?
The Steelers are 1-11 without TJ Watt on the field. Look it up. It's a fact. Look it up, Stein Waffle. It's a fact. It's a fact.
I agree. In his prime.
I know. I agree. It's a fact. You got to agree.
No, I know. But I'm saying this ain't that guy, though.
You tripping.
I'm just telling you, dog. If I told you, Smitty, in 2 years, we got to move him. Let's just say we know the future. In 2 years, we got to move him. Is that not a good trade to get me Aaron Rodgers for 1 year? I'm on a 1-year deal with Aaron Rodgers. I got to win it all. Go give me a top-notch wideout. I say Jalen Waddle, a speedster that can go increase the too high safety look through the middle and on the outside. If I move him out, I can throw a 9 to him. I can do other things. Then I got this big monster over here that I can isolate and throw one-on-one. Now I got 3 tight ends in the mix. I have now completed the offense. I can manufacture looks on defense. As you know, as a defensive player, I can manufacture looks to cover up for this guy. I mean, you can. I mean, they got good pass rushers over there already. Yeah, they got enough youngsters.
From 2018 to 2024, 13 sacks, 14.5 sacks, 15 sacks, 22.5 sacks. 1 year he got hurt. You're right, got 5.5, but he got 2 picks that year too. Then he bounced back, 19 sacks. Last year, 11.5 sacks. I hear what you're saying. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. No, why last year only 11.5?
Because he missed a couple games. But 11.5. Whoa, hold on. We're still on 11.5 now?
No, we're not.
Oh, I'm about to say now.
No, I'm macro, homie. I'm looking at the last year he played. He's getting hurt. I'm looking at 2 years. Remember, the concept, the conversation is 2 years from now. 2 years from now. If I told you I got to move him, that's you got to put it in perspective, homie. I'm asking you a question. In 2 years, I gotta move you. That's this whole debate. I gotta move him in 2 years regardless, because they will. I'm telling you right now, he won't be a Steeler in 2 years.
That's stupid.
So if I were to move him in 2 years, why wouldn't I go get Jalen Waddle now and a first rounder for next year?
If they're thinking the way you're thinking and they think they're going to move him in 2 years, then sure. I don't think they're going to move him in 2 years. That's stupid. TJ Watt is a game changer. Fuck the stat.
Hold on.
Like real shit. TJ wins them like 2 to 3 games a year. Like when I say wins, I mean like TJ will literally sack strip and go score. Like he scores for them.
Now let's put this in let's put this whole ball of wax together.
Please do.
This is all predicated off of what he said he wanted.
What did he say?
I want to be the highest non-paid quarterback in football.
Yeah.
Now we got this whole context together.
Did you see what Myles Garrett just got?
He wants to be more paid than Myles Garrett.
He want to sit more. I'm in that same.
And then you still got old boy in Dallas, Micah, that's going to get paid.
Hendrickson and
okay, that's later. He off an injury. So here's the issue. If I know that this guy wants $40 million a year, and then I know in 2 years from now, after the injuries and older that he gets, I'm probably going to have to move him anyway. That is the whole now discussion I have. If that's the case, and I got to pay him that money, do you trade him now for a number one wideout and a first rounder while you can, or are you paying him? That's the whole now debate. Go ahead.
But are you really trying to win this year, though? Are we going all in with Aaron?
You have to, or you don't get Aaron Rodgers, right?
I agree. So if we're going all in, we need our best player on the field, who is TJ Watt.
But that's not going to help Aaron Rodgers.
It's
not going to help Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, it is. If TJ Watt's getting strip sacks and giving you the ball back at the 50-yard line, that's helping Aaron out. It's making his job way easier. He's having shorter drives, shorter field, scoring easier. They're in automatic field goal range. Like TJ Watt is a game wrecker. Do you not watch the Steelers?
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? If he's hurt, not on the field, what do you benefit?
Can I respond? Can I respond to that?
Yep.
It's football, homie. There's always a risk of everybody getting hurt. That's part of it. So using your argument, don't pay nobody. Don't pay nobody.
No, I was hoping you said that.
Okay.
That's why it's a 1-year fix. I gotta fucking feed. Guess who? The quarterback, the trigger man, the guy that's a Hall of Famer. I gotta go get him weapons. So I'm going to go get him Jalen Waddle for a 1-year fix and a first-round pick to replace this guy for next year. Save me $40 million a year. Move some other things around. Get younger. And then try to win it all this year. And then we'll see what happens. Because God forbid he gets injured. Knock on wood. I hope. I love the Watts, by the way. I love TJ. Hopefully he can play and be fucking great. But at the same time, homie, the last year showed me he's injury prone. He's missed another season. He has in his track record, and he's getting older. That's all I'm saying, Smitty. Pass rusher extraordinaires, once they get hurt, knock on wood, go like this. Look at the history. So I gotta hope and pray every day for Jermaine Johnson to recover this year and come back baller. I gotta hope that Hutchinson in Detroit can return to full go, because we know what happens after a major injury like that. And we still haven't signed the sack leader, Trey Hendrickson, who's still out there in Cincinnati. If they're refusing to do that, what do you think? This is some hesitation too, Smitty. Keep it funky. Go ahead. Yes, Darnell?
Trey Hendrickson had the stats and the numbers, and he's a good player. He's a hell of a player. I'm not going to try to diss him. But when you watch the game, he's not the same game wrecker and game changer as
he's also older now.
And he's not the game changer. He got the numbers. He's getting the sacks. But TJ Watt gets sacked, strip, pick it up, go score a touchdown, interceptions, go score it. When I say he changed the game, I'm saying there's been multiple games that I wish we had film we can go back and actually show where he's it's without this play, they're not winning. Why? Because we've seen the Steelers have horrible offensive games multiple years over the last few years where they've scored one touchdown the whole game or no touchdowns, even just field goals, and the defense literally carried them. In a large part, their captain, their leader, TJ Watt, got 3 sacks, a touchdown, a strip. He's done things to win the games for him.
I was wrong too, homie. I thought he was 28 and going to be 30 when I was projecting the 2 years. He's already 30.
Yeah.
I'm trading him right motherfucking now.
That's old. Right now. That's the old rule. The 30 rule don't work no more. We saw Derrick Henry go rush for 1,800 and something yards last year.
I'm trading him right now.
That rule of 30 and now you're dead. You're cooked. That's not the truth no more, bro.
If they offered me Jalen Waddle and a first rounder right now for 30-year-old TJ Watt, I'm taking it with no hesitation.
Because you're going to lose.
Because at 32 years old, I don't get that. for him.
And you're going to lose.
And there's no way my organization at this stage, let's be real, can afford to pay a guy that's 30 the highest non-quarterback paid money. There's just no way you can do it. You can't do it and be successful as an organization. I refuse to believe it. Not now. You can't. Not with 8 Achilles injuries in the NBA, Smitty. 8 Achilles injuries. Achilles injuries are being thrown out there like fucking like sand. Like we got so many fucking things popping up right now. I would never pay a 30-year-old pass rusher $40 million a year. Not anymore. 22? Yeah. 30? No. Sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm just telling you, listen, it's a great debate to have. That's why I wanted to have it. I just think all it is a subjective opinion on two different people. And I love, and usually I take the defensive side of things, obviously, as an offensive guy. But I can't right here. If I said I'm going in one time with Aaron Rodgers, if you told me not Aaron Rodgers, then you're going to go with who's there? Who's the other guy there? Pickett? Oh, no, not Pickett.
No, it's the other dude who got beat up by Myles Garrett with the helmet in his head, I think.
Yeah, Monroe. Fuck's his name? Murphy or not? Whatever. Fuck. You know what I'm talking about?
Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph. If you told me I'm going to go with Mason Rudolph for the year, then fucking yeah, you sign this guy. Like, just be honest. Like, that's really. I mean, I'm just talking business. If I said I got Aaron Rodgers for 1 year fix, though, and I already got DK, and why'd they make that move for DK then? And they spent a lot of money and did a lot of things, dog. Like, I'm just saying.
No, they got to help. They got to support their quarterback. We understand how important the quarterback position is, but
one ain't enough.
But we saw last year, though, man, if you ain't got, like with the Bengals, if you ain't got a good defense over there, if you're missing key players, then the offense can ball out all day if they want to and still miss.
This Pittsburgh defense, even without him, is much better.
I'm telling you, they're not the same. They're 1-11 without him.
But they're still a top-notch defense. They're not.
How's that not do nothing for you? They're 1-11 without TJ.
I get all that, but that's
not my circumstance. Like that's a stat. 1-11. That's good data.
What was their record last year with him?
I don't know. I know they're 1-11 without him, so I know.
I just want to know.
So when he's out, when he's hurt, whatever, they're 1-11.
Yeah,
they don't win without him.
Yeah, 1-11. That's 12 games. So let's just say
that's a great sample size.
At 30 years old, as he's coming off.
Myles Garrett is 29, though. So that's my argument. I'm 29. So the guy I'm competing with, who we go back and forth, defense player of the year stats, he's 29 and just got paid that contract. So I'm a few months older than him. Now I can't get it. That don't make sense.
Has he ever missed seasons? Have they ever had major injuries?
How many seasons did TJ Watt miss?
He had a shoulder, Myles
TJ
Garrett.
Watt had one season that he really missed, and then he bounced back and got 19 sacks the next year. So when you talk about guys don't bounce back, TJ Watt is not a normal guy, obviously, then. Because the year that he missed was 2022, where he got the 5.5 sacks, came back, recovered, got 19. Last year, he didn't miss that much time. He got 11.5. I looked up his injury. He had a low ankle sprain late in the season. He had a thumb situation. You're acting like he had like he tore his Achilles or something. Like
but he's had a history of groin and hamstring though.
I mean, he plays defensive line. You're always hurt.
I'm just saying I can't.
I'm hurt.
Here's the thing, Smitty.
I'm hurt right now.
I hear all that, but the fact of the matter is, I can't. I'm just telling you, I can't pay him $40 million at 30. I just can't do it. That's what I'm saying. Not if I got why get old ass Aaron Rodgers then? Like it don't make no sense. Like you can't. It doesn't make sense to do both. Like you got to go get this guy a freak wide out and the number 1 pick to replace this guy next year. That's the only thing I can think of doing. If not, then you better pay him. And now you're fucked with that. It's like signing the old ass LeBron right now to $50 million to me. It makes no sense.
Stop. LeBron's 42 and way past his prime. TJ Watt is in his prime.
No. I'm saying it's like that for me. You're basically telling me I'm going to sign him to a 50-year crazy deal for a 1-year farewell tour as a Lakers organization. So that's what you're going to say to me. If I got Aaron Rodgers, then I'm going to just say, all right, TJ, you're going to be a Steeler for life. Here's your $40 million. That's what you're saying is what I'm saying. That's my equivalent.
What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying then I wouldn't have got Aaron Rodgers then is my point. Like it doesn't make sense. I'm going to try to win it all this year or not.
So for clarity, you believe if they signed TJ Watt to $40 million, that's them saying they're not trying to win this year?
They can't.
I disagree with that, bro.
Can't.
But haven't we saw that? Haven't you learned that having this 2 great wideouts or whatever you want to call it isn't the answer? Like that's not the team that won last year, albeit talent-wise, they got guys for sure, but they didn't win because of their receivers. They won because of their great defense and their running game. They ran the ball more than they threw last year in the Philadelphia Eagles. And that defense, that D-line, that physicality, they punked the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That's why they won. So defense wins championships. Offense puts up points. They sell tickets. It looks cute. But defense wins championships, and defensive linemen win Super Bowls. We've seen it time and time again.
Can you tell me how many defensive linemen the Eagles rotate and are legitimate inside guys to free up their pass rushers, and then compare that to the Steelers? Please don't.
They got dogs in the inside though.
But
dogs in the inside at tackle.
Don't compare the Steelers D line to the Eagles, homie. Stop. I know they're in the same state, but do not do it because they don't have the interior help like the Eagles to help a pass rusher like this. You're asking this guy to put all the onus on the outside by himself without the help and depth of the Eagles. The Eagles have the most defensive line depth in football. So, come on, homie. This is not a good comparison. This means I'm putting all my eggs in one basket with this guy.
Well, hold on, though. How you saying that? But then on the flip side, you're saying that this defense is still great without TJ Watt.
It is because I believe in Mike Tomlin winning every year, going to the playoffs every year.
They got Cam Hayward in the inside. They got our guy Patrick Queen at linebacker. They got Alex Highsmith, who's on the opposite end. He's a hybrid linebacker end guy. They got cats, but I'm saying with TJ Watt on there. But no, homie though. But the importance of having TJ Watt on there makes Highsmith's job easier. TJ Watt now on the field. Now they're full sliding towards Highsmith. He's good, but he's not no TJ Watt. So if you're full sliding my side, bringing double teams to me, now I'm not eating. There's no threat on the opposite side. Like having one guy off the field changes everything. You should know that. When Jonathan Newsom was not on the field for Ball State, it changed everything. Now they double teaming Nate Ollie. They double teaming me. It changes the whole flow. Jonathan Newsom for Ball State changed the game. TJ Watt changed the game for the Steelers, homie.
You're making my point with Highsmith and the D-line that they have, the young guys they have on the edge. That's my point on why I move him. Because there's if this guy goes down and I paid him, the Steelers are fucked. I'd rather live young, and I'd rather live through a pick and get the offense better. The offense, let me ask you something real quick.
All right, I got one more question to your question.
All right, and then we'll move on because this is just going to be a debate we both disagree on. Then this is just a shot in the dark debate. I just wanted to throw it out there because it's both. I don't believe either side is wrong on this debate. This is why. What has the Steelers failed at since Ben Roethlisberger retired?
Quarterback. Offense.
And what offense? Offense has been atrocious. The worst in NFL. The design, the play calling, the execution has been the worst in the NFL since Ben Roethlisberger's left.
And what did they do this offseason?
And that's I'm getting there. And you went out, got Arthur Smith, who again struggled last year with Russell Wilson. But now you said, all right, I got to go get some playmakers. If I'm gonna get rid of a shitbird in Pickens, who's a big time talent, then I got to go get DK, and something else needs to come to fruition.
They got John New, a tight end who had a career year last year. No.
Come on, Smitty, stop.
John New is a great athlete at tight end. Had a big time year last year.
Let's stay on topic. He's not a game changer, but let's stay on topic.
A really good to great tight end for old quarterback is not a game changer. You tripping?
He's not a game changer. Stop.
We'll see.
Anyway,
we'll see.
We'll see always. But see, so I want to be sure. Usually when we see, I'm right. But let's see. Let's break down this real quick.
Bet money on.
So why wouldn't I worry about getting the offense better with an old quarterback, a 1-year borrow, and fix the bad narrative? We still go to the playoffs every year, but then the offense shits down their leg every year. I got to get past the hump, Smitty. I got to get over the hump and win a playoff game or two. They haven't won since when? I believe in Mike Tomlin. You know why? He's a defensive guy. And you know what their defense is? Top 10 in the league every year. So guess what? With or without this guy, the Steelers are still going to be believed in by JB that Mike Tomlin's going to figure it out because we got young pieces on the edge. We can get a first-round replacement for him moving forward when we do lose Aaron Rodgers and move on if we need to use that first pick for a QB or a pass rusher. And it makes sense to get a Jalen Watt. I'm just throwing out the Jalen Watt on Miami trade. makes sense to get me another big-time wideout to go with this 1-year fix. That's all I'm saying. That's all my debate is. But we shall see, like Smitty said, because we won't know until the season. But go ahead.
Yes, their defense will still be good without TJ Watt. I do believe that because I do believe in Mike Thomas.
I got Pat Queen leading the mic. I mean, they got dudes.
They'll still be good, but they won't be great. And I care about the playoffs. The seasons don't matter. Yeah, they might be top 10 in the season. But I care about the playoffs, the big moments when you need that. When it's third and 12, and I need a sack right now. I need my guy to drop back down in coverage in the flats and get a pick, or to read the screen perfectly and blow it up, or to get a strip sack fumble. When we need that play, I don't need a good defense. I need a game changer, and that's TJ Watt. You don't trade your best player. You're literally your best player for a good wide receiver in a pick, because a pick, we don't know what the pick could be. The pick can be anybody. There's never promised who that guy's going to be. And I'm not trading a defensive end who's a game changer for a wide receiver. I'm sorry. When it comes to importance, I'm not trying to diss wideouts. Y'all are definitely important in today's game, but you're not more important than a great pass rush and a great defensive end. Everybody knows that. So I'm done talking about it.
Let me ask you real quick. The last 8 playoff losses for the Steelers, do you know their average offensive output scoring-wise is?
16.
15. They can't score more than 15 points in the playoffs their last 8 performances. And you want them to continue to do what?
You got Hall of Fame Aaron Rodgers, right? Do you not believe in Aaron Rodgers? Why does Aaron Rodgers need so much? The great Aaron Rodgers is going to make everybody around him better, right?
Isn't that my point? You just said their defense is going to be good enough. Their offense got to fucking score some points in the playoffs, Smitty, or you're not going to win.
You got Aaron Rodgers.
It doesn't matter. What does Aaron Rodgers mean? I got to give him some weapons, homie.
What I'm telling you is, if you can go out there and win 10, even 11 games sometimes with nobody, with Mason Rudolph, respectfully, at quarterback, you got Aaron freaking Rodgers. You better be out there be able to get some points. I don't need why Aaron need a super team now? Like, is he that bad now? Is he that bad? He needs a super offense. He got DK Metcalf, John Smith. He got a good running game, good offensive alignment. Like,
hold on.
Can Aaron not give you an extra?
Aaron needs a super offense, but Burrow don't. But all these guys, you wanted all these other wideouts to sign to help Burrow and help Kansas City and help Buffalo. They need wideouts.
The Bengals didn't sign no receivers. The Bengals didn't sign no receivers.
Rodgers can't get a second wideout.
They drafted them guys.
You're the one even pissed at Green Bay for drafting wideouts after you never gave Aaron any.
I was.
Now all of a sudden he can't get any?
I didn't say he can't get it, but I'm saying he got Robert Woods, he got Calvin Austin, who's shown some good signs. He got Pat Fryer, who's the tight end, who's good. Jonnu Smith is good. He's deep at tight end, which again, I don't know why you're like sleeping on tight end. Like, tight end is not very important for a quarterback. You should know that more than anybody. You got a good running game with Jaylen Warren. Like, you act like he's got scrubs out there. He has cats. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, damn, like what are we talking about, homie? And the point is, with TJ Watt on the other end and that defense, you ain't going to have to score that much. Give me 21 points. If the Steelers can average 21 points a game, they going to win 11 games this year. 11-6, go to playoffs and they'll have a chance. 21 points a game. That's all they got to do.
Don't sign Aaron Rodgers. I don't understand the micro's take
I'm about to throw up.
21 points and win 11 games and then get beat in the first round playoffs and then we're happy? That's what you're telling me?
Get another wide out, homie, but don't trade your best player for it. That's hustling backwards.
So you're saying just do the same thing the Steelers have been doing since the last Super Bowl, which was
they got DK. That was a big move. They got Aaron. That was a big move. They got John Smith. That's a big move. They got Jalen Ramsey on the defense. That's a big move. They got Darius Slade. Big play on defense. That's a big move. They're making big. They're going all in right now. But I'm not going to. Why would you do all that, but then trade your best player on the entire team?
You didn't do all that.
A wide receiver. That makes
a lot of you
move your finger off your. I'm gonna do that on your head.
A lot of micro thinkers think this way. A lot of micro thinkers think the way you're thinking. Let me
call me stupid right now, or
no? Okay. Micro.
Right.
So
sound the same to me.
You mentioned we got DK. We got all this stuff. This is the same debate I have when we say, hey, let's write letters to all the females that got their fucking awards snatched by the males in sports. Well, the males should have never been in women's sports. Why haven't you saw that? Why does it take the extreme to go back to just normalcy? So that's the same thinking process you have right now with the Steelers. You didn't add DK, Smitty. You lost Pickens. You lost Johnson.
What's that phrase you always say?
Addition by subtraction. Hold on, though. Okay, I'm with you.
Two shitbirds, homie.
I'm with you. Hold on, though.
Deontay don't play in the cold when it snows. No, okay, I'm good. I don't think I should play cold.
Yeah. So hold on, though. Don't act like you added a big-time wideout. You lost wideouts, too. So now you're back to normal, homie. You're back to dead center again. It's not like you gained DK and kept Pickens. You lost wideout for wideout. It's not you didn't gain nothing crazy.
DK's better than Pickens, homie. You got better in the group. He blocks.
He's older. Listen,
he blocks. He's physical.
We can talk about all the fundamental things. I agree with you.
Yeah, come on now. You know football. Stop it.
Smitty, you don't act like you gained a wideout. You lost 2 and you got 1 back. So, let's be honest. You lost 2 and gained 1 back. It's not like you got better at wideout. You just lost 1 to gain 1. You're back to dead center with wideout weapons for Aaron Rodgers. That's why I'm saying you got to get him over the hump and get another wideout, homie. That's all I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying. When the Cincinnati Bengals got Joe Burrow in the draft, they had the opportunity to go get a left tackle, and they got the opportunity to say, all these draft analytic guys got to get the trenches better. The Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow in the second year was in the Super Bowl because they got Jamar Chase, Higgins, and Jones, or whoever that other wideout they had was that went off. They got weapons for Joe Burrow in the draft instead of getting a tackle. And guess what? It helped them. It helped them get Super Bowl. That's a fact. You got your weapon and a weapon. Aaron Rodgers is a weapon without any weapons. So I'm just telling you, we'll see. Only time will tell. So this debate, we can table it until the actual facts come out. But don't be surprised if we're back here and they.
All I'm saying, homie, there are still some wide receivers up on free agency that you could grab to help your team that probably wouldn't cost that much, and you wouldn't have to trade your guy either. So all I'm saying, don't hustle backwards. Yeah, you want another player. I think Amari Cooper might still be available if I'm not mistaken. There's guys out here who won't cost crazy big time money who could definitely help your team out and be on the opposite side.
That don't help me. That's like getting Mike Williams, homie. You saw how that worked out. That don't help me. Amari Cooper don't fucking help Aaron Rodgers right now at this stage of his career, homie. Stop. Now we're reaching for sure.
Aaron likes veteran guys.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's move on because there's something out there, Smitty, that I saw that before we take a commercial break that I almost shit on myself. But take a look at your boy Ying Yang Wang.
I don't know who that is. It sounds racist.
What?
He's excited. He got his jersey, homie. He's laughing. That's how I laugh, bro. Same laugh.
Let me hear his laugh.
Same laugh, homie. All laughs sound crazy. You laugh. Every laugh sounds silly. Stop.
But then talk. Let me hear him talk after the laugh.
But you don't know what he's saying, so it's going to sound that way.
I thought he knows Mary.
He's talking shit like he's like this lame ass motherfucker. This lame ass motherfucker over here. Look at this motherfucker over here. Like he talking shit. He mumbling.
I'm actually getting pissed off.
But we don't know the language.
I'm actually getting pissed off.
Why?
Because he's fucking disrespecting America. He's disrespecting the fucking language. Learn the fucking language, homie. I'm so tired of these motherfuckers acting like they don't know Spanish, English. They know it. They fucking know enough. They're fucking bullshitting and disrespecting the fuck out of us and taking our money. Fuck them.
But when they try to speak English, you get mad because they don't say it. Like it's good.
He's bullshitting you, homie. I'm trying to tell you. He's fucking retard. He's a retard.
First of all, he's not. But second of all, you know what? No. Let's lean into it. Let's say he really was that. Why are you out here on the public platform going in on somebody who's like that?
He shouldn't fucking play. He's fucking good. Take a spot.
Who are you to say motherfucker can't play? Because they got a mental disorder, which he don't, but if he did.
He's a fucking Nephilim.
Who died and made you the boss? You don't run nothing but your house. That's it. Your house in your mouth.
You asked me, like, do I moan? And I said, nah, I just make that little grunt.
Mm-hmm.
What's the sound?
I hope that ain't how you sound when you doing your thing. I hope that's not the noise you're making when you're doing your thing.
My bad, I forgot I didn't send Steve the fucking link.
Like when you got Shorty and over there with the Steelers jersey on, and y'all do, I hope when Leah, I hope when certain people, I hope that you ain't making that noise. That's a crazy noise to make in that moment.
I'm Nephilim. I'm giant. I get jersey. I play PS2. I sleep. I sleep. I sleep. PlayStation. I sleep. PlayStation. I want PlayStation. I sleep. I eat good food. I eat and I laugh. I laugh. I eat good food. I play station. I play station. I play station 2. Fuck, he's not retarded, homie. Anyway, man, we got Steve Kim. We'll ask him after this commercial break. We'll be back. Fuck. Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking.
Streets is saying that a new Otani has arrived in the NBA. That's what the streets are saying. 7'2" Yang Han-San was taken 16th overall in the NBA draft by the Trailblazers. Yansen is the third Chinese-born player selected in the first round, joining Yao Ming, Yi Jianlian. He and his translator were asked about, what he does outside of basketball, and I think his answer might shock you. Check it out.
Hi, I'm interested in you as a person. What are some of your interests, and what do you think you'd be doing if you weren't playing basketball?
Sometimes I sleep, all time sleep, and I like play PS5, and I like eat.
Jason, thoughts?
I can't do it.
Can't do what?
Why is he fucking retarded?
Whoa. We don't say
why is it always a goofy big Asian that just it's like fucking can't, like, come on, homie.
Seriously. How is he goofy? It's a new language. The fact that he's even saying that's pretty good. Like, so if I asked you to speak fluent Spanish and I had a real Mexican over here, you would sound just like that to them.
I ain't never heard a Mexican come over here and don't speak no English and sound like a fucking retard. Never in my life. I've never seen a fucking African come over here. I've never seen a fucking nobody.
African, they speak English. They speak real English. Actually.
No. Even if Africans they speak their language and they get a translator, nobody eats food. PR3. Like, homie, what are we? Fucking Andre the Giant living in a fucking giant world? Like, what are we? Fucking 7,000 fucking BC, homie? What the fuck are we talking about?
You sound ignorant right now. If I asked you right now to say, if I said JP,
bring a Mexican that don't speak no English and have him translate it. Find a video, homie. I eat food. Like, homie, the Mexican's gonna be like the regular. It's just gonna be like ¿cómo te llamas tú? And then that motherfucker will be like, I like to eat the food. I like to eat the food. Like, he's not gonna even come close. I play the PlayStation 4. I do the food. Fucking no other English, no other language, homie.
It's Chinese, homie. They don't know our language at all.
Mexicans, you said that about Otani
Mexicans
too,
kind of know our shit a little bit.
You said that about Otani, homie.
We kind of know Spanish a little bit. Those are the ones we kind of know our shit a little bit. They got some similarities.
It's always
Chinese language and English language is fucking apples and oranges. They don't know our shit at all, homie. Stop.
I'm so fucking glad Trump tariffed these motherfuckers. I'm so fucking happy that we stopped Texas.
That my price is high as hell right now, too.
Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Texas for blocking the motherfuckers for buying all their farmland up. Smitty, man, we got a new possible situation here, and I'm going to do it live on the show right before I bring Steve in. Bring Steve in. Steve came in right out the gate because he's make sure you go over and use K9 and go get you some product that Steve has right there.
Snack.
Pro Night. But listen, Steve, I'm going to send you. Oh, Steve, I can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Steve. Uh-oh.
Shit, my light just went out. My
lights went off. The mic ain't working. It's a lot. It's all chaos is going on right now. Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe. Become a member today. You might have to refresh, Steve, maybe. I know sometimes it does that.
We'll figure out Steve right back See, somebody reached out to me, a startup that's got like some equity and capital, no debt.
Yep.
And it is called Valor Energy.
Yep.
Nitrogen infused drinks. So I just got a case yesterday. I have a case for you.
Yep.
The blue one is Valor Energy. The red one,
that's my favorite color.
And the berries and cream.
Woo! For the ladies.
This is the blueberries and cream.
Oh my God.
And this one is orange cream. So here's a fact real quick, and I'm doing it live because I haven't agreed to doing anything. It's 175 milligrams natural caffeine, 0 added sugars, B and C vitamins, amino acids, and antioxidants. And that's it. And I'm looking at all the stuff. He's following the guidelines of our great new Department of Health leader, FDR. But basically, vitamin C.
Yeah.
Vitamin B and vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and total sugars is 3 grams.
Total
includes 0 grams of added sugars.
Ooh, so it's that real deal, just sugar that we need. Nothing added, nothing extra.
Yeah. RFK, whatever fuck his name is. So
it's
look,
healthy for you.
So like, we'll see. I'm gonna do it live, and if I like it, I told him talk money.
All right, we'll open it up right now. Let's see.
Which one?
I mean, I'm more of an orange. Orange.
Should I open all 3? Because I got a case. I'll send you because I got the same flavor. Maybe
open all 3 and you see which one is your favorite.
Is Steve back or no?
He's working on it right now.
All right, so this one right here is.
Hey guys,
Steve,
hey,
I'm sending you a case of this. This is Valor Energy. This is all natural. This is the berries and cream first.
All right, take a sip, and be honest.
Holy shit. I knew right when I tasted the foam.
Crazy?
It's better than Monster and Red Bull and all that shit by far. By far. That's berries and cream. And I'm not just saying this like, this is cold. These are cold. I put them in the fridge last night. Orange cream.
This is my favorite one. Come on. Please give me good news.
Wow. I'm not even lying. I mean, if I didn't like them, I told the guy I haven't agreed to the shit. They're better than Celsius by far.
Every time you drink, tell us what is better than after the sip.
Both of these are 10 out of 10.
All right.
That I've ever tasted. And I've had Red Bull, but that's not an energy. It's not
right.
Like
it's not an energy drink.
It doesn't have all the shit. This is the blueberries and cream.
Uh-oh.
I've never been this impressed with a product. I swear to God on my daughter and my dad.
Daughter and dad. That's deep.
Wow, blueberries and cream. All 3 are 10s, homie. I don't know which one I like better. I swear to God. I'm not lying to you. Yes, I'll do the deal if you're watching. We're in.
Well, send me the terms first, and I'll let you know. But send me my product. I want to try it.
I'm gonna come down there. Are you off today?
No, I'm not off today, but I
gotta come to the boat. I was gonna bring you and Steve. I'll bring you and Steve the case. I'm telling you, homie. I will guarantee you like this shit. I know. I'm telling you. I know. I'm hyped. I need $1 million. I can pay Steve and pay Smitty.
$1 million, man. Let's make it happen, baby. Steve, man, how you feeling right now, man?
Good. What's going on, fellas?
We're gonna get straight to it. We know Steve.
Steve, is that big Asian Nephilim a retard? I think he goddamn hyped. I think he's a retard. I mean, the laugh, Smitty, Steve, the laugh, like you don't speak English at all. No, the laugh. Look at this laugh.
Steve, he's 18 years old. He's excited. He has his jersey.
God damn, homie, these are unbelievable.
Yeah, Big Hop Sing's a bit of an ogre. I would, if I'm one of his handlers, I would work on presentation.
Steve, don't do that, Steve. Don't let JB. Don't let him draw you in.
The same. Look, I know it's the second language, but when I see athletes today with the you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dog. Who
talks like that?
Every athlete today.
Who?
Y'all.
Smitty, I will send you highlight videos.
Both of y'all racist.
Smitty, I will send you Twitter DM. I will send you highlight videos from NFL films in the 80s and 90s when you see men, and I mean men, like George Martin, Harry Carson speak. It is impressive. It is impressive the way they enunciate their words, their command of the English language, their diction, and their ability to communicate. And you're like, wow, okay. Now it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Word, dog, yeah.
Nobody's talking like this.
And then they say, well, we're more than an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I got a platform. Okay, I'm going to ignore that platform. But anyway, I'm doing all right.
Was that Charleston White impression?
No, Charleston's more like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There are plenty of athletes that speak well. Whether y'all might not like what they're saying, and y'all can disagree with what they're saying, but there are plenty of athletes who speak well, y'all. Like, stop. And then there's athletes who speak with slang, and that's just an age gap. You and JB are like 50 plus years old, so some of it was just an age gap, and that's fine. But
can I explain those guys that you're speaking of?
No, let's just move on.
No, hold on. SGA speaks well. You know why? He's gay. All the gays speak well. If you notice, SGA, Caleb Williams, they're all the nail polish guy.
I wouldn't say either, but is there a guy that
Smitty? These are unbelievable.
Now send me my pack.
Steve, is there a guy that what?
I don't know if there's there are some guys.
Steve, I love you, Steve, but you're wrong on this one.
No,
you know I love you, but I'm telling you, there's too many guys that speak well. And then there's guys that speak
well by these standards.
Now, people are from different areas. So, like, for example, I don't think Lamar speaks bad, but he's from Florida, so he has a little bit of and you're a Miami fan, so yeah, Florida boys got a little sound to their voice, but he's not like out there just speaking crazy. Like, I think he speaks well. Like, I don't know. It's probably a culture thing. I'll say that. But we'll move on. Anyway,
we got a lot to Smith. Are you on? Is Whitlock down or no?
No, he's on. We're going later today.
And tomorrow or no?
Tomorrow is the 4th of July. I believe we are off.
We definitely off tomorrow. I told JB I'm not working tomorrow.
Everyone's off. I think isn't it a federal holiday?
I'm still going to Fox tomorrow, but yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. BPS.
We're just early, though. We're just early shows today and tomorrow, 11 to 1.
Fox is BPS then.
We always work on the holidays. But anyway, go ahead and take that first topic, JB.
I don't know what it is. But anyway, Steve, the NCAA Committee on Legislative Relief announced it will issue a waiver to allow athletes that D1 programs placed on the, quote, designated student athlete list to enter the transfer portal between July 7th, Monday, coming up, and August 5th. This is a one-time transfer portal window.
Another one.
Another one is not open to every D1 athlete. It's for designated athletes who are
they
athletes.
put on waivers? Okay. I don't know. They're just this whole thing. I don't even know what to think. I'm just wondering who's designated.
Stupid.
The ones that can't play or the ones who don't have their NIL pay?
I'm so fucking tired of this dumb shit. This is the dumbest shit. So now is this going to be a loophole?
To watch some ball, doing my research, doing all my reading, and then this shit. Oh God.
Yeah. So now you're going to have 7 weekends from now. You'll have a new quarterback.
That's insane. That's way too late. It's too late. You can't just because imagine, let's say for whatever reason, I don't know, like your second string running back who's a rotational guy is now a designated student athlete, and he leaves right in this window. This is camp. This is right before the season starts. You can't lose players at that.
If this was the only portal, would you be cool if this was the only one?
I think there should be one. I don't care when it is. Make it one, preferably, so you know who your team is going into June. And I'd still make the rule. You sit out a year. You want to curb most of this. I mean, there's a hypocrisy in the sense that people say they want player empowerment, but are the same ones that'll then complain about this stuff. Me, I'm consistent.
Yeah.
I actually know, like when people say we shouldn't have promoters in boxing, really? So the promoters it's going to be the fighters. You want to see some bad fights? Let the fighters choose their own fights. Okay. It's funny because I always say, well, if you don't like promoters, then shouldn't promoters just have one fight deals? The same people say, well, then there's no security for the fighters. Well, wait a minute. I thought you wanted freedom from the fighters for the fighters. Well,
we have both. Right.
You know,
Steve, this right here is crazy because this is another loophole that they're going to allow you to use for the guy that was supposed to be going to get cut, Steve. Oh, right. You're going to cut me anyway. Then you made a horrible decision, or you're not ready to play. You're just giving another out for a guy that doesn't want to compete. I don't see this being up. What is this good for? Nobody.
Well, we have to be honest. Look, do in the past were guys run off? There were scholarships taken? Yes, it was. It was that way to a certain degree. But what's going on now is just pure anarchy. So, did anyone specifically ask for this?
Yeah, I don't know. It came out of nowhere, right?
What brought this legislation on?
Fuck, Pabby. Well, it's the new house settlement. The new house settlement is apparently who did it.
What's the new
expanding the scholarship rosters to 105? No walk-ons.
That's what I'm hearing.
Okay, that would be my next question. Like, I was asking, what is the new roster limits? Okay, I think that's what it is. So this is interesting. I don't know. We'll see how this thing plays out.
What if you're a guy that is happy being a depth piece? You're into your 4th or 5th year. You're one
scout team guy
from getting your degree, and you've already made it in your mind. Look, this is as far as I'm getting with football. I'm going to hop into the real world in about 9 months. I'm good. And then all of a sudden, does someone tap you on the shoulder? Hey, you're designated as a student athlete, and you'd be like, yeah, exactly. I've never changed. Why? Am I being released? Cut? Just okay.
And then, like, what happens? So, like, if they, to your point, Steve, if they cut you in that situation, but you don't want to transfer, do they still have to honor your scholarship if you want to stay at the school?
Right.
Education, you know what I'm saying?
Or would they say, but you can't practice, you're not going to be a part of the team, stuff like that? And
right.
I'd be like, well, wait a minute, hold on. So I could just go to school then? And I'm already thinking, if I don't have NFL aspirations anymore,
right,
that's not a bad deal.
It's party.
Not a bad deal. If you have your priorities correct, I'm going to send this message again to all the young men out there. 98% of you, even if you make the NFL, will not be playing football by the age of 27, 28. Look up the numbers.
Nice.
So be prepared for the next chapter of your life. Uncle Kimster keeps it real here. I'm not your friend. What I am is the only guy that might tell you the truth.
Love it. Love it. That's what we do here on the Realest Show on Planet Earth. And you can go get that, use that K9.
K9 Kim.
K9 Kim.
Letter K, numeral 9, KIM.
Well, JB, we got the next topic. I'm going to go to you first with this one, man. But LSU, they're planning to sell jersey patch advertisements pending NCAA approval. Just another way to, get some funding here, get some money. But I want to get your thoughts first, JB. You like it, love it, hate it? What's your initial thoughts on this?
So they saw that Jim Harbaugh, who won the national championship, doing it for the Chargers right now in OTAs, and then is that what they're doing? Is that
Well,
what
they're
Kelly's
not the
doing?
only coach. That's been going on for several years in the National Football League.
Yeah,
With the
OTAs
practice
and shit,
surface.
right?
They're not
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only ones. They're not the first ones. I'm just wondering, though, if you're going to go down that route, if we're going to go down the slippery slope, why not let players be NASCAR? You get your own individual thing. Just get all that stuff.
Well, that's what because that would be NIL, Steve. That would become it. Yeah, that would be NIL, though. This ain't NIL. This is pay to play. See, if it was NIL and it goes by how many jerseys I sell and how much shit it was supposed to be intended for, the Ed O'Bannon sued the NCAA for, then you makes perfect sense. That's what it should be. It should have everything on there. Fucking Tin Cup, the goddamn golfer. But no, they won't do that. Because NCAA can't control it. So guess what? They're gonna say nah.
I have a question. If a school does this, and I'm sure it's coming, why do you need an NIL collective then?
That's what I'm asking. Why? What are we slapping the non-retarded people in the face right here by acting like? So is this money going to the players?
I mean, here's the funniest thing. Charles Barkley said one of the most honest things. He said, "NIL check. I've been cutting a check for years." And that was his way of saying, don't ask for more money. I've been giving you NIL.
Auburn,
You're not getting another NIL.
That's what I'm saying. More. Gimme. Fucking gimme. That's it. I'm so tired of NCAA and these individuals. And I'm tired of the meat market runners who are, in this case, the head coach there, Brian Kelly. Yeah, he's a.
I don't know. Is this really his call?
I don't know, but this is the thing. Like, we've seen all the cringe activity that he's had since he's taken his job. And I just don't know why that we don't understand that these kids are always going to be a piece of meat, Steve. They're always a piece of meat.
Brian Kelly just unilaterally said, you know what? We got to put some patches of the local bar on our uniforms. I don't think that's his call. I really don't. By the way, Brian Kelly's got an issue. I didn't know this. LSU's lost 5 straight season openers. Now, they've played some good programs, all right? They go into Death Valley, the other one. They play Clemson week 1. I like Clemson. I think Clemson's a top 3 team. Dabo Swinney, don't call it a comeback. I'm looking at that roster. I'm kind of studying this team. They're going to make a run. That's a good team. That's a tough game.
It's a tough place to play. I played at Clemson. They run down that hill. They touch that rock. It's loud.
I went there in 2005. Miami played a triple overtime game there. It's one of the best atmospheres. That's before they built out the end zone. They were actually constructing the end zone opposite Howard's Rock and the hill. And I saw something last night, in fact, on ACC Network. They did an hour-long special on each ACC team about their spring practice and touring the facilities. Clemson, what an indoor facility they have. Their football building is state of the art. It is unbelievable.
I've been there several times.
That is unbelievable, the stuff that
it's on a moat,
building out more every year.
It's on a moat. Like, their offices are on a fucking like a moat that looks like a lake. It's unbelievable, man.
They have that big slide that everyone goes down, but that's the fun part. And I gotta give this program credit, because I was watching their chapter of it. SMU is acting now like a football program. Not program. They are programming their ass off. They built an indoor, they built a field football facility attached to their end zone in their stadium. Top notch. Rhett Lashley has a lot to work with. They're going to be something to contend with going forward. A lot of money there in Dallas.
Man.
Did you see Clemson? Speaking of Clemson, they did a video. Brandon Jacobs, who's a JUCO kid out of college.
Boy, you see his son? What a hoss. Good.
Unbelievable.
God.
Huge.
Yeah. That's like, damn. He
made his father look like Dave Meggett.
Yes, that's a Nephilim.
Damn.
Now that's a Nephilim.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's like
He's
a Nephilim.
huge. He's huge.
You don't think body types matter in football? If you want to win, you got to have 20 guys like that. That I'm just telling you, you cannot coach it, you cannot teach it. You got to be God blessed, and you got to say, "Come to us."
In my prime, I'm going right at him. No, right at his chest.
You better get under him, because
I'm gonna be under him, ain't? But just natural. 5'11", 6'7".
Is he gonna play as a freshman or no?
Well, no. Clemson's pretty experienced up front on both sides. Besides, most offensive linemen are not ready to play day one and be any good. There's very, very, very few Orlando Paces.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no doubt. I agree. This NCAA thing, everything I know about Brian Kelly, back to your question real quick, though, is that he's always the guy. He wants to be the guy that created the will. He wants to be the guy that created the recruiting visit. He wanted to be the guy that said, I created an all-inclusive NIL package that I threw out there to the collective to all my players get paid. Why do you see when the game's over, who's the first guy the camera goes on? That weirdo fuck. So I'm just telling you, that's what he is. Everything I know personally is that's who he is. So I would not be surprised if that's what he wants to do. So
look, Brian Kelly, for some reason, everyone hates him. I will give him credit, though. He's only got one thing missing on his checklist: the national title.
Division One. Division One. Division
Right.
Two. He's won
He's been to national title games. He's been to the playoffs. He's won double-digit games. He's generally a very good developer of quarterbacks.
My NFL guys, yeah.
He's a good coach. I'm not saying he's not a good coach. I think that
he coached my guy Sheldon at Notre Dame.
He's a red ass.
He's a good coach.
Absolute red ass. And on windy days, I wouldn't take any directions from him. I'll just leave it at that. But he came to LSU. He came to LSU to fulfill his last destiny. But some of the stuff he does, Coach, you are right. It's just like, Coach, you're an old white guy. You're Irish. You're not Cajun. You're not.
Now, let me ask you this though, because I've had this conversation with some big time program coaches and Division I coaches and buddies of mine. And why does he get a pass though? Because I'm going to ask you, he's been at places like LSU, Notre Dame, not a lack of talent place. Like this guy gets the cream of the crop when it's not like he's at fucking
now, though, Coach.
He's not at Ball State.
At Notre Dame, Cincinnati had an undefeated regular season, and they ran into a great Florida team. All right, I get it. Notre Dame, I thought he did as well as he could for that era.
Yeah, undefeated, great defense. Matt Teo, you ran into a Bama team that was grown-ass men.
Nobody was going to beat that Bama team that year. I know people that were at that game that say literally when both teams came out for warm-ups, they're like, uh-oh, this game's over. Like you could just see the physical difference, okay? I think he's had a great coaching career. Now, I wish he wouldn't debase himself and have a little bit more integrity and tell kids, look, this is a business decision. I'm not going to go out there doing a photo shoot with you. I'm not going to act like I'm from Louisiana. That's not what we're doing here. But that Clemson game, they don't win that one, there's going to be some heat. That's all I'm going to tell you. And Clemson is damn good.
I was going to ask you that. If they get mollywop game one, and are we saying, oh, here we go again, LSU? Like, is he going to be in that Jimbo Fisher big time program failure alert seat?
Well, Jimbo won a national title, though. See, he kind of, I mean, he won a national title. It fell apart for him at Florida State late. The A&M thing was a bust, but he got a national title. That's what Kelly's chasing. Now, keep this in mind, though. Being an SEC team with that schedule, LSU can get into the playoffs at 9-3. They can.
Yeah,
they can. That's the truth.
I just think that's I don't know. That's a bad season for an LSU program that Ed Ogeron, who Brian Kelly's on record saying couldn't coach, won a natty at. So, like, I'm just telling you, it's a bad look. We'll see, though. We'll see. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Smitty, the next thing I want to ask you guys, Jordan Hudson, who allegedly played a part in preventing the top wrestler from enrolling at UNC.
What?
Yeah, the Tar Heels. The Tar Heels are on the verge of enrolling one of the NCAA's best wrestlers, AJ Ferrari.
Okay.
Before Hudson, Bill Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend allegedly stepped in. Now Ferrari is headed west to Nebraska instead.
What does she have to do with anything?
So Rob Cole, the North Carolina coach, who apparently has been there 35 years or something, apparently said he called up, and when they didn't let AJ into North Carolina, Nebraska wrestling coach Mark Manning told Hurrdat Sports last week AJ was already there training, and they didn't let him in admissions wise for various reasons, and Bill Belichick's girlfriend had something to do with that.
What?
Ferrari started his collegiate career at Oklahoma State, winning the national title as a true freshman, but he was dismissed by the program amid sexual assault investigation. Ferrari was charged with sexual battery in August of 22. The charges were dropped free and clear in October of 23. Ferrari transferred to Cal State Bakersfield here in California to continue his career, and now it's unclear how exactly Hudson impacted UNC's decision not to enroll Ferrari, but Manning was adamant that she was involved.
Huh. Just when everything had kind of calmed down, we had forgotten about her.
He looks like a weirdo fuck.
Back into play.
He looks like a weirdo fuck, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the wrestler, and I don't, maybe he's a good guy back. I don't know, but just the point of Jordan Hudson having an impact on the decision making.
That's a tough. I mean, I thought she was involved strictly in football and Bill Belichick.
Right.
She might be involved in everything strictly dickly.
She might be running the whole operation in North Carolina right now. Like Jordan Hudson's like the president.
Hold on.
Steve Smith is rolling over in his grave. Smith. Smith is rolling. So you know what? So is Bill Guthridge.
Hold on, though. So
this might kill Roy Williams. It might kill Mac Brown.
God. Hold on. So let me ask you something. This guy does look like a weirdo fuck, by the way. He looks like an absolute weirdo fuck. But let me ask you something. Is she telling Bill, nah, man, I don't want this weirdo fucking a pedophile or whatever they accuse him of on campus?
That's what I think. And then Belichick connected the dots. Okay.
And then Bill goes, hold on. Bill goes, hold on, man. Why are you involved with wrestling? Like, hold on, man. Why are you worried about wrestling?
But Bill's not saying that. Jordan is running the household. We've learned that.
Wrestling. They say wrestling, though, down there, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Why are you worried about this wrestling a little bit? You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure out what
she connected the dots.
This one better be confirmed. I mean,
yeah, we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful with this. Allegedly, if this is true, I think you're right, JB. I think Jordan went to Bill, told her concerns.
But what's Bill got to do with wrestling?
No. Bill said, "Okay, baby, whatever to make you happy. I'll connect you with the AD." Connected her to the AD, and then she made voila. He's not coming to the
You're
school
telling
now.
me this young broad is up there in her. She's worried about everything. So is she tripping on the next fucking tennis player too?
JB, you remember your old take? Like you said, you need to do what to her to find out what Bill is doing. It all makes sense.
Yeah, I told you that. I need to hit. I need to know if the shit is really legit. Because if it's like out of her mind, then I get why Bill's holding on to her. But like, goddamn, she must be able to suck a golf ball through a water hose.
That's a bizarre story that she had some. I mean, if the coach went on the record and put his name on it, I mean,
The coach is saying it though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, he is on the record. This is not an unnamed source.
Fucking white moms, man. I tell you, can't trust them. Hey, speaking of sex,
doesn't mean white single moms. There's a little bit of a differentiation.
Yeah. Speaking of white single moms and stuff, yeah. Have you seen that Tyler Lockett came out and said I was a virgin till I was 30? And he said, Smitty, I don't know what you think about it. He said Lockett is a known devout Christian.
He is.
And said that he waited until marriage before having any relationship with a woman whatsoever. And then Des Bryant came out and said, I think this needs to be viral because it's the greatest example for the black community. I wish I had strength from Tyler Lockett.
That's gonna upset people.
So Tyler Lockett was so before Whitlock left, when he was still at Fox, I used to be on the show with him. We had Tyler Lockett on as a guest. He was virtual, but he was a guest. And he's probably one of our best guests in terms of just coming on, speaking the real. He is very God-fearing, very disciplined, so I'm actually not surprised by this at all. Like this, it doesn't shock me or move me in any way.
Where's he at right now? Where's he at? Did he get scooped up?
He plays for the Titans out here in Nashville. In Tennessee.
Oh, that's right. The Titans scooped him up. Makes sense. Bible Belt, perfect for him.
I give him a lot of credit. I actually don't make a judgment on this ethically or morally. But the worst thing is, what's worse than a liar? A hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
Those that espouse God and Christian lifestyle, but then are getting blowjobs in the back of the congregation room. Yep. I hate that.
Yep.
But guys that say, hey, look, man, I'm going to have orgies all night. I can actually respect that. I was like, you're not lying. This is your lifestyle. I'm not one to really judge. You do whatever you want, like the whole Diddy thing. I think what Diddy was guilty of one thing. having enough money to make his all depraved dreams come true. And can we be honest? A lot of people out there, if they can make their depravity come to life, they would do it. That's what he was really guilty of. I know some aren't going to agree. That's your problem. Now, this guy right here, this young man had a faith, he had a philosophy, and he lived by it, and he's willing to admit it in a culture and society that may make fun of him, but he's standing on his. I have a lot of respect for this guy.
Yeah, and he's been that same way. The 3 C's I told Smitty earlier, the crooked, convenient Christian. There's nothing worse than the convenient guy that prays only when he's in trouble. That's P. Diddy. That's all these other fucking hypocrites. At least this man has been the same guy that I've known. That's why I said, Pete Carroll, get him into Vegas.
And by the way, Des Bryant's going to take heat for saying what he did. And I give Des credit. Des has come a long way. He's come a long way from his rookie year when they had to have like a chaperone for him. He has truly evolved as a person. I tip my cap to him.
No, I love what he said, and it's true because we're talking about this a little earlier before you hopped on, Steve. Like in the society today, it's like we only glorify like bullshit. We glorify like negativity, ignorance. That's the thing that like makes people like excited. But when it's positive stories like this, these things don't excite people. Like this tweet won't go viral. It won't, unfortunately. You know, and like for that, maybe that's a human problem that we don't get excited about good stories like this. I don't know.
Don't move the needle. It don't move the needle.
Smitty, I actually did not care about the Diddy trial. I thought I had certain feelings, which I just told you.
Yeah.
But when I see people celebrating like they just won the World Series using Johnson & Johnson baby oil in the place of Cristal, I'm like come on, folks, you're making an ass out of yourself.
It's embarrassing. Yeah.
And I had and you met her at the Super Bowl. She runs the 7-on-7 world basically. And she put out something on thing, and I had to like
Steelers jersey. You talking about?
Yeah, and I hit her up. I was like, but anyone celebrating his release is refusing to remember that he drug a black woman around a hotel and has multiply had incidences by beating on women. And she said, "I agree. You're right."
Right, and see that's the thing, but that's not what they were really trying him on. It was about the interstate,
they wanted the RICO. They wanted the RICO to stick.
Statute of limitations, I think.
About Cassie is that the more I learned about it, and I wasn't into it, but I watched your show. I'd watch some things here and there. Cassie seemed complicit. She seemed like to be volunteering.
Yeah, I don't agree.
In the immortal words of Houdini, "Ho, you know I'm a hoe. How do you know? Because Cassie told you so." So I'm like, well, wait a minute. What's the crime here? And also,
there ain't no crime. There ain't no crime.
Out at night.
There ain't no crime.
Out at night.
I don't see. They're not worse than a throw around hoe. A throw around hoe.
Bad self.
I heard that song in a long time. I'm a hoe. You know I'm a hoe.
I mean, I'm like, the more I read, I'm like,
I might play that today on my way to work. That's a good song, actually.
Hey, Steve, what's Too Short's favorite? What's Too Short's favorite word?
Huh?
What's Too Short's favorite word?
Bitch. I don't know which one.
You had it right. You had it.
Bitch.
Yeah.
No, let me ask you this before we move on. Do you guys believe that manipulation played a role in it, though?
No,
I think Diddy had his fucking files. He's about to release them motherfuckers. That's
maybe.
I don't think Diddy manipulated, like took a young 21-year-old and like, I'm gonna do this for you, but you gotta like
R. Kelly, R. Kelly, Jay-Z, Aaliyah shit.
Well, I'm gonna leave Aaliyah out of it because she's not here to talk to defend herself.
Most relationships or most things in life are transactional.
That's true.
Cassie was getting something out of it. She knew what she was getting into. I don't believe this was against her will. I would call her a complicit, Cass, because she was complicit. The more you read, you're like, wow, these people were built for each other. Honestly, they're a perfect couple.
I agree.
I'm just like, they're compatible. If they're on Match.com, they should both say, hey, what's up? To me,
right.
Hey, what?
All against human trafficking, right? All of us. And I want to thank President Trump for shutting down the borders and helping curb that. But anyway, the thing is, there was no trafficking going on. It seemed to me like it was, and as they say in Tennessee, the volunteers. Go Rocky Top. Just saying. I just like, what was the big deal about this thing? I don't like Diddy. I think he's kind of a dick. I think he's been bad for a lot of things. But in this particular case, I believe he was being railroaded, bamboozled, hoodwinked, all that stuff.
Led astray.
Yeah, the character, but we got too many people out here still playing in NFL games that have put their hands on females.
Ooh.
So if we're only judging him for that, then he should be in his Miami pool today.
Statute of limitations. I think that's why they're not charging with that piece of it. But yeah.
But I'm just
look, and I'm with you on
that's
that.
all you got on them though. It's a character evaluation.
But however, Coach, to be fair to those men, we are in the Me Too generation. I now think, you know what? Give me facts and evidence over your feelings. There have been cases where we think, oh, this guy's the worst human being in the world. Then you find out, you know what? None of this happened. So I think when it comes to Diddy, you do not have to like him. But if you actually look at the facts of the case and you took out Diddy's past and what he did or what his persona is, you'd be thinking, what is the big deal?
But didn't she get
being flued out now is some sort of like,
did she
everybody do that?
Right.
Did she get paid though? Did she get paid though?
Well, I mean, was there a compensation? Was there a payroll? I don't know.
Well, they said she's gotten $40 million on record from him.
Fellas. So fellas out there, Uncle Kim again. Fellas, if you're gonna flute out some girl, please have like an NDA and please have a contract.
Yeah.
You're not being trafficked. You're doing this for your will, not against your will, but of your own free volition as an American citizen. Protect yourself, fellas.
Yeah, because if they would consider that trafficking, a lot of people were about to get in trouble then. I'm be real.
Yeah, especially throw-around hoes.
He was guilty of making his own penthouse letters come to life.
Especially the throw-around hoes.
Does that make him a serial killer? I mean, come on.
Yeah, the throw-around hoes especially.
A lot of athletes was about to go down if that was the case.
But, guys, I got to jump on Whitlock. But, again, I'm going to leave you with this. Ho, you know I'm a hoe.
No.
How do you know? Because Cassie told you so.
Hey, what are you doing this weekend? You want to go on the boat Saturday? With some hoes? With some hoes?
I'm not really a boat guy.
With some hoes? You want to go out with some hoes?
Well, no. As of right now, I think we all got to calm down on that. Let's wait till August.
Steve got a girl.
We got stuff to do. The boat thing. The problem is with the boat, it gets hot and it gets rocky and all that other stuff, and you're swaying. And then I just saw the poop cruise on Netflix. Holy shit! Smitty. You got to watch the poop cruise.
Is it good?
If you ever did not want to go on a cruise,
yeah.
After watching this, you may never even want to watch Love Boat reruns.
Ooh.
It is the most funny and disgusting thing I have never actually wanted to throw up while laughing as much as I did.
Yeah.
And there's one chef. I'm gonna leave you with this because I don't want to spoil it. He had a line about never looking at lasagna or being able to eat it ever again, and I was just kind of in awe. It's the funniest thing. The stories are actually funny, but yeah, you're not getting me on a cruise ever.
I'm neither. I never go on one.
Guys, the audience, watch Poop Cruise. We'll talk about it next Tuesday.
All right, it's locked in. Thanks, Steve.
Enjoy.
Stephen Kim.
Man. I seen it on Netflix. Come on my thing.
Yeah,
but I'm I ain't watching that shit.
It's I think it's a part of it's like a train wreck. It's like a little series thing where they do different little documentaries. I just finished watching the one where they had hella kilos of cocaine on a plane and they were figuring out who brought it on.
The cocaine plane or whatever.
Yeah, cocaine plane. So it's like different little stories, all from the same umbrella of train wreck or whatever. So yeah, I might check that out, homie.
Yeah, somebody interesting. You got to be a boat guy though, a water guy. Yeah, there's not everybody's for that.
I enjoy the boat. I guess the thing for me is a boat. When you go on a boat, it's like an all day thing. So it's basically, if I say JB, I'm coming on your boat today, I'm basically telling you my Saturday is done. So that's why it's hard for me.
The first time you came to just see it when I put it in the water, and
that was different. That was a quick little
And I didn't leave the dock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's different. So that's why for me, okay, because I know I gotta do that, I gotta do that. So I was like, damn. If you told me it was a 3-hour little situation, all right, I could probably do that, come back. But when it's all day, 12 to 8, it's hard. It's hard for your boy.
What are you doing Saturday?
Saturday? Trying to think, I might be.
I got in my life.
We're gonna talk offline.
Huh?
We're gonna talk offline.
We're real so though.
It ain't that real. Let's keep the rundown going. I know Buddy worked hard. I got like 28 minutes left. I got to go to work. DeAndre Ayton, y'all. I don't know if you guys saw this though. I know you were saying Lakers wasn't making no moves, JB, but DeAndre Ayton has agreed to sign with the Los Angeles Lakers, man. Between Portland and LA, Ayton will now earn $34 million next season. And hey, Lakers needed a center. They needed a big. They got their big. You as a Lakers fan, are you excited about this or what?
Nah, I hear he's a bitch. I don't like him. I think I've watched him play. He's really lazy. I've seen him just actually not even go up for a rebound and watch the guy do it and put it back in the rim. I've never seen nothing like it for a guy like this. So something's wrong. Sometimes something's wrong. And I believe Portland paid him to leave. That's just a rumor that I've heard from some pretty decent sources. They paid that motherfucker to go. So I'm curious as to why, again, the only guy that was available, like that on paper is a rim protector because of his birth certificate height. But other than that, is he a rim protector?
I mean, he a former number 1 overall pick. As bad as we or as much as we judge
by the way,
him,
LeBron's played with 9 of those.
Yeah, he has. I think 8 or 9. I mean,
LeBron played with 9 first overall picks and still loses.
DeAndre, he averaged 14 and 10 last year. You know what I'm saying? Solid. So, like, does he help the team? Yes. Do I think he's like the answer to put us over the top to go win a championship? No. But it is improvement. It does help. I'm wondering now, what are they going to do even more so moving forward to add some more 3-and-D guys around, youthful guys who can knock down threes, open threes, play defense, help LeBron and Luka out, because we know those guys are not playing that much defense. That's what I need to see here. So we'll see. Got a new ownership group, big time money. I think he was came out saying some crazy comment, nothing crazy, but like some talking some shit the other day, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta try to find that quote, but we'll see what Mark Walter does and if they can get some more pieces.
I'm hearing rumors today or last night from somebody that knows a little bit saying that they're gonna snatch Horford up too.
Yeah, I've been seeing those rumors too, that they're still eyeing him. Again,
that's a stretch big. That's a stretch big.
Stretch big, but very smart veteran. He's a champion, knows how to win. Older cat, but can help.
40? He's 42?
About LeBron age, yeah. But if they're trying to go all in this year, then it's like, all right, for a year, I'm not mad at that. He's a really good defender still, just because of how smart he is and still has that size.
See, I like that veteran leadership to get him on a cheap.
Me too.
But I don't know.
And I think you put those veterans around DeAndre Ayton, you put a LeBron around him, you put an Al Horford around him. You're putting guys who are like you respect as a young guy around them. We might end up seeing the best version of DeAndre Ayton. Luka's going to be in amazing shape. We're already seeing signs of that. So now I'm very curious to see what are they going to do with Austin Reeves. I think they're going to end up letting him go, trade him or something. So we'll see.
Can't let him go now.
Might be a trade, homie.
For who?
I mean, if it's a trade, it's a trade. You know what I mean? I'm also seeing that, I know he's not going to play this year, but Dame is looking at the Lakers. Dame's looking at Golden State. It's a lot going on, man. This thing's not over yet.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. In other news, Smitty, good friend of mine was out there yesterday. Caught a few rocks from Aaron Rodgers out here in the Valley as he was out here with his whole wideout crew throwing the ball around with his new teammates. DK was one of them. But I said, man, how's he really look? And blah, blah, blah. And he was like, he looks like Aaron from 6 years ago in Green Bay.
Well,
I said, really?
Well, I hope so, but we'll see how this pads on.
Now, to be fair, I'm going to give you context. He also threw with him last year after the injury. And he was like, dog, it's not the same Aaron.
All right. That's fair then. That makes it a little
better. He said he fast forwards and he goes, and this is a guy that's been thrown with him before a lot. He's like, 6 years ago when I was with him, I knew he was different. He was the best quarterback in the NFL. The Jets got him. He told me he's falling off a little bit. Then the injury happened. He's like, through with him after the injury. He's just not Aaron Rodgers, dog. I think it's over. Yesterday, he told me the motherfucker is like 6 years ago, like something's up with him, like rejuvenated, his aura, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Chappelle Show. You know, the aura, whatever the shit be real. He said his aura is different. And he said his arms jumping again, his feet move, like he's working like fast, even bullshitting around. He's like telling the wideouts like fucking be right here because I'm gonna throw the ball right here. He's putting bags and shit on the backside of your DB. He's doing coaching shit with the guys, saying if the DB's right here using a bag like a pop up, I'm throwing the ball right here. You better be there. Like so, the ball's coming out around the dummy. So when the wideout comes around the dummy, the ball's already on his hands.
Yeah,
like, little things like that with all of the wideouts.
That's all great, but
no, I get it. It's
he's throwing on air right now. Every quarterback in the NFL look good on air.
But a guy that knows what he looked like last year and say that what he looks like now, though, just that part of it. Because remember, it's not like Aaron's not a guy that we've seen in games do this. Like this ain't a normal discussion about a guy on air. Like
right,
we
ain't talking about like AR5 on air. We ain't talking about like
this motherfucker is a fucking 4 or 5 time MVP. The guy threw 2 picks a couple years ago all year long.
Homie, what if this motherfucker go out here and win a championship with Pittsburgh and retire? What would that do for his legacy?
Well, it's going to put him on the Mount Rushmore. I told you that.
Especially with the Steelers, though, because like that just adds more, the history of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He go out there and doing his last year, homie, win Super Bowl MVP. What a storyline. So many people would be so mad because a lot of people don't like Aaron. And he can be annoying sometimes, but I'm a fan of him on the field, of course. Like I want to see him succeed. That'll be something else, won't it? I can't wait for football to come back, homie. I ain't gonna lie to you. College.
I love that he came out at the golf course the other day and said Kobe is right there with Jordan and LeBron not even close. I love that another guy said that because more people are coming out with the Kobe.
Well, Aaron don't like LeBron either way, so there's a little bias between that.
Oh yeah.
So it's a little,
But that's true though. Kobe's better. But anyway.
Yeah, I know I'm just saying, but some sources aren't the best sources because it's like extreme bias behind it. If they don't fuck with somebody, it's like if I ask you about like top comedians right now, you'll never say Shane Gillis. Like don't regardless, So
he's not funny. Like I'm literally, fact or cap, like I'm literally funnier than him.
If I got Shane on this show, would you disrespect him?
No.
Okay.
I don't disrespect guests. I have a debate though, and if he wants to be slick and shit, I'll talk shit though. But I'm not gonna go at him like bitch. I'm not. That's not my. I don't have that intention. Waking up in the morning with anybody. And every day I reset. By the way, when I make my bed in the morning,
you start fresh.
I start fresh until I see that first tweet.
Thanks, Root.
You know what I'm saying? Until I see that first tweet.
Yeah. I'm the only person who you've never disrespected. Think about it.
No, ever?
You ain't never disrespected me before.
I don't disrespect nobody.
We debating stuff.
I don't disrespect nobody. Have you ever seen me disrespect anybody in public?
Yeah.
Who?
You want the honest answer or the playing around answer?
No, honest. Was it like I'm saying like we
went to your boy restaurant. And the waitress was getting emotional that one night, and she made you hot. And I can't remember. I don't remember verbatim what you said. I really don't. But I remember you got hot. Yeah, don't scratch your head. Don't scratch your head, motherfucker. You started snapping at her. I can't remember what she was. Also, she was tripping a little bit. I can't remember what it was. She had said something that and you kept trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she kept going, and you got hyped and loud. It was me, you, Steve. Steve, don't talk about.
Oh, with all the boxing guys.
At the boxing guys, yeah. I can't remember the full
I don't either.
What you was doing.
But I'm talking about me. That's a cause and effect reaction.
Okay.
No, it's a cause and effect reaction. Like I didn't start it.
You still look wrong, but you still you know what I mean? Like you still.
But I'm saying, have you ever seen me in public come out the way to go?
Oh no! Of course not.
That's what I'm saying. I know people like that are.
You're not starting. You're not just gonna disrespect nobody. Yeah, your natural instinct is to hold the door, be respectful. That's your natural instinct. But if somebody give you any sign of disrespect or rudeness, or if they say a joke but it's coming off kind of smart, give you any little thing, you're going all the way in.
But here's the thing, though. Don't start no won't be none.
But sometimes you be misreading because, even on social media, you be having cats actually agreeing with you, but because they typed the message, you're reading it differently, and then I'm seeing you like go at them, and then they'll respond like, I was agreeing with you, and then you like, so I don't give a fuck, and you'll still keep going.
Did I disrespect him or did he disrespect me?
Can we find that clip again or something? Not, it didn't have to be today, but
see,
just to have it like just in our arsenal.
Bailey has that clip. Don't we have that pizza clip? I'm pretty sure it's everywhere on the internet. You can pull it up on the internet.
You might be able to find it just so we can like judge it.
You can Google that clip, and I'm sure it pops up.
Because I don't like fully recall the conversation.
No way. That guy was being a fucking straight up smart ass, and you're telling me that I'm supposed to do okay. Shut the fuck up. See, you act like I called up to Pizza Hut. Hey, motherfucker, you motherfuckers better get my shit right from Jump Street. Like, get the fuck out of here. I never started. I don't start none, homie. But there will be some if you start some. Just throwing it out there.
I went to Twitter and typed in Coach JB Pizza. The only thing that's popping up is all your food, all your chef stuff for the last
really? I need to
4 years.
I need to tap into that.
Dang, look at these nachos you fixed January 26th. Sheesh.
What happened?
You fixed some nachos on January 26th for Football Palooza. I must have came there late. They look fire. I sent you in the private chat. They look real good, homie.
Oh, I made those nachos. Remember those?
I think I got there late or something. Or maybe I didn't come that day.
Smitty, I typed it in and it pops right up.
On Twitter or where?
Yeah, Google it. No, I just Google.
You Google. Yeah, Google probably. I was on Twitter. Yeah, I was on Twitter.
I got you. I Googled it and there's a TikTok video of me doing it right out the gate.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I can't remember what you said.
I don't know how to send that to. Oh yeah, it's right here. I don't know if Bailey can get this from here though.
Bailey, bad boy. Bailey young. He can learn how to do it.
There is a glitch in the computer, but I got it now. Can you restart that though?
2 pepperoni, 2 Italian sausage.
What kind of crust? I can't do anything if you don't tell me the crust.
Bro, I already gave you the crust. I told you fucking deep dish. All right, so hold on. So far, did I do anything before he got that smart ass fucking snarky attitude? Let me rewatch it again. I want to rewatch it again because this fuck in the chat said I disrespected him. So let's start it over.
You was fat, homie.
There is a glitch in the computer, but I got it now. Can you restart that though?
2 pepperoni, 2 Italian sausage.
What kind of crust? I can't do anything if you don't tell me the crust.
Bro, I already gave you the crust. I told you fucking deep dish.
Why are you yelling at me?
Nah, that's on him. That's 100% on him.
See, people got to go back
and then he's trying to play victim. We try to play victim and put it on you. Why are you yelling at me? You got smart.
That's why they canceled me, homie, because this is why.
I see it. That's another one right here.
All right, let me get normal voice. Start the show.
Okay, cool.
2 pepperoni, 2 Italian sausage.
What kind of crust? I can't do anything if you don't tell me the crust.
Bro, I already gave you the crust. I told you fucking deep dish.
Why are you yelling at me?
Not my day.
That wasn't bad at all. I thought it was way more than that. Like, that wasn't even like, why was that clip such a big deal? That wasn't even that big of a deal.
And he's nobody fucks in the chat said that I disrespected him. See, that's the fucking problem we have in America, homie.
JB, like me knowing JB, that was the most calm, cool, collected version I've ever seen him, man, honestly.
All the time, though, man. And the manager I'm cool with. Here's the thing about it. We got so much other stuff to do. Yeah, manager. I'm waiting on a manager.
Oh, okay. Here you go. Okay. Let's see.
I'm the head football coach here at the college. I called and ordered a bunch of pizza. I spent a lot of money at your place, man. Now I'm talking to the manager.
All right, still cool. Spend a lot of money.
Now, you heard me at the house one day on the phone with T-Mobile. Do you think that was something?
The T-Mobile, he was going in.
But like for, again, another cause and effect, though. He told me that he wasn't giving me no money back after I was up there for 4 hours. I was like, what?
Now, you was talking, so we didn't hear the conversation from his end. So I don't know what he said. Only thing we heard, you were real calm. You was like, yeah, I'm trying to get, 5G, trying to get more data. Well, motherfucker, Mike. I was like, whoa, like it went from that, and then you hung up, and then you was back calm. I said, that's crazy how he just did that. Like you, like your energy be like this. Your aura crazy.
It's coaching.
Your aura crazy, homie.
My what?
Your aura.
In football news, before you leave, I know you only got 10, 12 minutes, 14, 16 minutes. The Knicks are hiring Mike Brown. That's what it looks like. So I was hoping they hired Don Staley because I wanted to see it. But they're hiring Mike Brown, it looks like. I don't get it. It's an absolute joke. And I like Mike Brown a lot.
It's hell of a coach.
It's the absolute joke, though.
Hell of a coach.
That's fine. But they got rid of a hell of a coach who's exactly the same guy, from the same cloth, from the same DNA, from the same.
One tweet. No. They're very similar. The one difference, though, is, and this is people from the NBA who told me this, Mike Brown, a little bit more of a player's coach.
He's black?
That too. So two things. He's black.
So he's black in DEI Central New York.
No DEI. He coaches hard, like the same. They're gonna work hard for all that. But he's a little bit more of a player's coach, Pete Carroll-ish. Like, you know what I mean? So maybe the Knicks need that.
Okay, let's break this down. I like Mike Brown. I think he holds guys accountable. I think he's a defensive-minded guy, which he is. Every time he takes a new job, they win 8 more games than they did the last year. Every time. So if the Knicks increase 51 wins to 59 wins, they're going to be, I would think the number 1 or 2 seed with Cleveland, right? Or Detroit, maybe, or Orlando. I don't know. There's some good, decent teams. But Boston and Indy right now with their stars hurt, I think this puts them in the driver's seat. Now, having said that, not saying he's going to get 8 more wins than 51 in the East, but if he does, great. The problem is he is no different than what they just had as far as on paper. He is a defensive-minded, hard-nosed coaching guy. They just got rid of that same guy in Thibodeau. Number 1. Number 2, guy said, Thibodeau's hard. We play more minutes. We don't want to be blah, blah, blah. This guy, guess who demanded a trade because he coached too hard? De'Aaron Fox, their best player, wanted out because Mike was on tape cussing his ass out at practice. Was he or was he not? Fact. You can agree with it when you know it, Smitty. You can say it because he's a brother. You can say, you're right, JB. So De'Aaron Fox demanded a trade, left because this guy was hard. But the guys say that the same thing about Thibodeau, who you just got rid of, who went to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years, and that's the guy you replace him with. Now, here's what I don't understand. I get a new voice in the chat, in the room, and all this bullshit. No, bullshit. Has he won a title?
No.
Mike Malone did. Why wasn't he interviewed?
Because he caused too many issues with GM and stuff like that. They don't like that.
But that's Thibodeau just did that. Mike Brown just did that.
Mike Brown had issues.
Sacramento ran him out of town because he didn't get on the GM, homie. Hold on. See, we don't look at the facts. We're not breaking down the real facts here. This is a player empowerment hire that they said,
they hire who they want to hire, okay? Like we can always say, Fox can say, why y'all bring Darnell and not this guy? It's always somebody else. Why they bring him and not JB? It's always somebody else.
I'm not even using that.
It's always somebody else.
But I'm not even going with this race car shit. I like Mike Brown. I thought he was good in the Lakers. I thought the Lakers fucked him up. I'm not going. I'm not even playing that shit.
Stall him out then. If you know he's a good coach, leave him alone.
But I'm playing the fact that you just replaced Peter to pay Rob Paul.
But if they win, what you gonna say?
We always say if they win.
Because, I mean, the Bucks let Tony Dungy go and they got Gruden and they won. I don't know if Gruden's a better coach than Dungy or not. You can argue that. I don't know. But I know Dungy was a hell of a coach and built that team. And then they won. Mark Jackson got let go and then Steve Kerr and then they won. You can say what you want. But, like, this shit happens. Sometimes you let go of good coaches to get other good coaches and that different voice, that different little tweak, that small. Like, the Knicks don't need that much difference. They got to Eastern Conference Finals. So maybe just that one little tweak of just being more of a player's coach, being a little bit more of the temperament of today's player, whatever the case may be, that little tweak could be the difference that get them over the hump. We shall see, homie. Shout out to Mike Brown.
I just think robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's all I see. I think it's and they're boys. They're the same type of cat. They're cut from the same cloth. They're both defensive guys. They both coached and studied together. Like these two guys he's been with Tibbs. Like this is like it's crazy. Like I just don't understand. I just think it's.
I mean, they ain't need to do a complete 180 though. They ain't need to do a complete just turnaround. Like I mean, you know, your boy's a good coach. It just, again, it might be a few little small tweaks that you think you need to get over the hump.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got going the rest of the day, homie?
I got to go clean the boat. I haven't been down there yet this week.
You keep saying you got to clean it. You say that every day.
I know. I haven't gone down there because
tired.
Nah, we don't have unpaved today, so I'm gonna go down there, put the new grill. I got a new grill. Shout out to Magma, send me a new grill. Didn't have to pay for it, so a shout out to them. So I'm gonna put that on the boat, hook it all up, set it up.
I need some free stuff.
Hook it all up. I'm gonna send you these. These motherfuckers are unbelievable. I'm not lying to you.
Are you playing around?
No, I swear to God, I'm not bullshitting.
Try one more time, like just to make sure.
Like the smell even is like, you know, like some of those drinks you get. Nah, like this smells better than Celsius. I don't drink this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel different.
You feel better right now.
I'm not like jittery like a Red Bull or nothing, but I feel like calm and it feels like, and I'm alert.
Your energy did shift. I will say that, like post drinking those things.
I did drink 3 of these motherfuckers, like 3 different ones. So I might die. I might die too. I don't know, but
that's part of it.
Valor Energy, nitrogen infused berries and cream. This is a nice. Now I've had nitrogen infused. I know when the nitrogen infusion came out and it was a big deal. My boy sent me a nitrogen infused water that he started. It was fucking legit.
What does nitrogen do for you?
Opens up your capillaries,
blood vessels.
Man, I'm fucking jack of all trades. Like it opens up your capillaries. It expands the blood flow.
Helps blood flow. Okay.
Which makes you more alert, makes you more energetic,
feel better, helps you get hard, helps you your blood pressure,
motivation,
brain. Yep. Think. Remember.
Yeah, the flu one is nitrogen infused
The what one?
Blueberries and cream. Huh?
What you saying? What are you saying right now? You gotta chill with that, bro. I'm cool. I got homies on that side. What? You gotta relax with that. Chill.
What?
I heard. I'm not gonna repeat it. No, I'm not stupid. I heard what you said. Chill out.
Blueberries and cream. It's all right.
You are tripping right now, homie. You not in the streets no more. You need to relax. You not banging no more. You 50 years old. Relax.
This Damu Red one right here is nitrogen infused orange cream.
I do got more blood homies than I do cuz homies, but I'm cool on both sides though.
So I'm gonna be real.
You tripping for saying that out loud though. Don't cut that, y'all.
I'm gonna be real. The orange cream is my least favorite. That's how good these are.
So maybe, it's still good, but it's your least favorite.
Maybe you need to look at it another way. Yeah, that's how good these motherfuckers are. The orange cream now that is my least favorite, and I still like it. I'll drink it all day.
Is it cold?
Yeah, they're cold. And then
put it in a glass of ice. It might be crazy.
Now it's down to, so I've eliminated this as my least favorite. So this is third. So now it's down to the blueberry and this berries and cream. And I gotta do one more deal on this.
All right.
The smell is definitely berries and cream number 1.
All right.
The smell.
Right.
The orange cream smells number 2. The blueberry smell doesn't have a smell. It does have a little smell, but it's the least favorite smell. The blueberry hits your palate is a little it's right there. It's right there. Let me do one more of the berries and cream.
You really don't want to say that the blueberry is number 1. Like your heart don't want to say it, but that's what it's telling you.
Nah, I'll tell you. You know me. I'm gonna tell you. Damn, this is tight. It's tight, homie.
Guys, we're watching here live here while JB tries the brand new Valor drinks. It's between the blueberry cream and the raspberry cream right here. We don't know which one he's going to choose. We're here live. Let's stay calm. He's had a par 5 right now. He's up for birdie. See what he chooses.
The number 2 on my list of the Valor energy drink, nitrogen infusion. The number 2 favorite is the blueberry.
Oh my gosh. And there you have it. He shows blueberries is number 2, which means what, Jason Brown? And number 1 drink is the what?
Berries and cream.
Berries and cream at number 1, guys. Let's give him a round of applause, standing ovation, man. Valor's number 1 drink is the berries and cream. Please explain why you chose berries and cream as number 1.
For the culture, it hit different.
For the culture, it hits different. And we'll quote that.
It hit different.
It hit different, guys. You'll never get a better interview, a better moment in a championship moment than it hits different. We'll put that in all the papers, the Indy Star, LA Centennial.
This hits different. No, it's not a strawberry, Kane.
It's just berry.
It's like a berries and cream. I don't know. Like, so all of them are cream, right? Yep. All of them have cream.
I love cream.
Let me make sure. Is it just 3? Am I tripping, or is there 6? Or is there 9?
It's more flavors than 3, homie.
Are you online?
Nah, but I just know it. I know Valor don't play like that.
Oh, you know who Valor is? Valor Energy. Okay, website. Boom. So they got the 12-pack.
They got some yellow flavor too.
Hold on, let me go see, homie. Hold on, watch me live. I'm gonna go right in there and grab.
They got yellow and they got green, homie. What you on?
Hold on, let me see. Homie.
They got yellow and green. He tripping. They got pineapple, homie. They got pineapple splash. What is you on, bro? They got pineapple splash and citrus charge. And he forget it, homie. Wow. The citrus charge probably tastes like Sprite. Chat, hit that like button, subscribe, become a member today. I'm about to leave in a couple minutes, but we got a special guest, man, gonna come on, the voice of the Dodgers. Tim Never's gonna join us.
Nah, that's all he sent me. Those 3. He sent me 12-pack, but it's just these 3. 4 rows. 4 rows.
Put me in the email. I want to try that citrus they got. It's a citrus green, citrus charge, and they got a pineapple splash, homie.
Now I'm serious. I'm really on the way to Long Beach today.
Well, I'm going to work. I'm gonna be at work from 11 to 1. So I it kind of defeats the.
I want to get you these like bad because they're unbelievable. Like I might die. I don't know, but
we'll make it happen, homie. We'll make it happen.
But
let me know where you're gonna be at, and we'll figure it out. If it makes sense for my schedule, then I could maybe meet you somewhere before I go downtown tonight for this podcast.
Or the boat tomorrow.
Figure it out.
Cause I got to come on. It hit me up like, they don't have grape soda on me.
What?
Doctor, I don't know.
Why you say that for?
Why can't you get offended with grape soda? I love grape soda.
I love grape, but it sounds weird coming from your mouth.
Why?
Your skin tone. It just sounds different for some reason.
I love grape soda. I love fucking chicken. I love. We talked about this before.
I didn't even bring that up. Why you bringing up chicken and all this other stuff?
Because brothers get a bad rap for liking fried chicken and watermelon. I love both of them, and so does every white person I know. So I think
what food is white people like? Like what's the stereotype for white folks?
Me and my homies always go at it. White boys like bagels. When you say bagel. Yeah. But you love avocado toast, so that's as white as it ever gets.
Nah, avocado toast is like it's a mixture. Bagels is y'all, coffee is y'all.
Oatmeal and both.
Nah, that's kind of both. That's both.
Grilled cheese sandwich.
I tear grilled cheese up though. I ain't had one of them in years. I would tear grilled cheese up.
Egg salad sandwich.
Egg salad, yeah, that's y'all. Anything weird like that is y'all.
Tuna.
That's kind of mixed.
What fruits are white?
What fruits are white?
Pear. You eat pears?
I had a pear forever.
Pears are bomb though.
Rick Ross said eating pears and shit. But listen, man, y'all, it's been a great show, man. We got 30 minutes left, man. The voice of the Dodgers about to join us, man. I got to bounce to go to work because we're doing our show early. I got to make it to our pre-show meeting. Then I got to go to the show. But, man, it's been a hell of a show, man. I love being on this show, man. And
so you're at Fox all day?
Our show was airing from 11 to 1, so I got to be there by 10 for our pre-show meeting. So I'll be there from 10 to 1:30, and then I go from there. But hit me up if you out this way. Maybe I can find a way to meet up with you. I'll have a little window of time before I head downtown around 6:30 for this podcast I got to do.
Yeah, come out tomorrow to the boat. Maybe we'll talk about that. All right, get the hell out of here. I got a real guest on.
I work tomorrow too, 11 to 1. Same schedule. All right, then, y'all. I'm hard, y'all.
Tomorrow's Saturday. Oh, bet. Friday. All right. Hey, the voice of the Dodgers, man. Can't wait to get him on again. Can't thank him enough for hopping on here. Talk some baseball to end the show. Enjoy you guys' 4th of July weekend. Stay safe as we are going to get to it. But before we do that, Tim Neverett, the voice of the Dodgers. Tim, how you doing, brother?
Great. What's happening?
Man, I appreciate you joining us on this weekend, 4th weekend coming up here. Right out the gate, the Doyers, Clayton Kershaw, 4th lefty ever to get 3,000 strikeouts. How big of a deal is that as he gets to the twilight of his career?
It's a huge deal because we don't know if we're ever going to see this again. The way that pitching is evolving, the next closest guy is Chris Sale. He still needs, well over 450 or so strikeouts, and that's a long ways away considering his age and considering that he's hurt right now. And then following him would be Garrett Cole of the Yankees, was like 2,200 and something. So he's a long way off. But we don't know if we're going to see this again, the way that the game is played and the way the game is managed today. And last night before the game, Dave Roberts had his presser and he was asked, it was a very good question. I can't remember who asked it, but said, will you manage differently if he's close to the 3,000? And Dave didn't hesitate. He said, yes. And I've watched Dave handle Clayton the last several years. He would have taken him out after the 5th. No question in my mind, but he let him roll. He said, no, he's got one more to get. We're going to let him get it. We're going to have somebody up in the bullpen just in case we need him. And the last man he faced and the last pitch he threw resulted in his 3,000 strikeouts. So now there's 20 men in that club. There's only 4 men in the lefty part of that club. And he's only the 3rd guy ever to do it all in one uniform. Bob Gibson and the big train, Walter Johnson, back with the Washington Senators many, many years ago. They were the only 2 up until last night that had ever struck out 3,000 while wearing just one uniform. And Kershaw, especially in this day and age, is such a rarity and it's such a throwback. So, this is a pretty big deal. And, better than 53,000 were there last night on their feet. It was wild. It was just an incredible atmosphere.
No, that's unbelievable. Because they had the controversy these two have is like Dave Roberts pulling them out. They either lose the game because he was on a heater. People said, "Oh, why you didn't keep him in, Dave?" Back in the Houston, series and all these other series. So that's a great story. Let me ask you something. We had Brett Boone on the other day, who's now the hitting coach for the Texas Rangers, and he was on our show. Like 2 days later, he gets a job at the Texas Rangers, gets back in baseball as a hitting coach and instructor, and all that. And he's like. To combat what you just said, he's like, man, I'm dealing with analytics. Pitchers coming out and going in sooner than normal that I'm used to, and I got to deal with that as a hitting guy on the other side of that. Is that what this all is becoming? It's purely analytics based on when you come in, when you go out. Does it affect the hitter, you think, in knowing what I got to prepare for?
Yeah, I mean, because you have to prepare for more.
More pitching.
And the the analytics people and the people who do the research, they have to prepare for it. There's iPads in the dugouts. There's printouts. There's stuff that's going on during the game that's even being updated during games. It's sort of like the NFL in a way when the guy comes off the field and he's looking at photos or he's looking at the iPad, or I guess it's the Surface, whatever they use in the NFL. And getting all the updated information, and that's what baseball's like now. It's changed, and that's why we don't see starting pitchers staying in games as long as we used to. It's about the bullpen. If you can build a bullpen, you're going to win, because you have to have those guys to be shut down guys late in games. Are they going to do it all the time? No. Why? Because it's baseball. That's why. but they are going to do it often, especially if you've built a bullpen with the right guys. And yeah, for a hitting coach today, I mean, we've got two of them that work side by side. They work shoulder to shoulder in the dugout, and they are constantly talking to the hitters, getting them prepared. All kinds of things. Analytics does play a huge role in baseball today. But yeah, the hitters, they've got to be ready for anything now.
No doubt. How impressive is this season been? I look at it different. Everyone was like, oh, this team, Brett Boone was like, this team might break our 0-1 Mariners record, all-time wins in a season, and da-da-da with this roster. Pitching gets a little, injured up, hurt up, gets a little dinged up. They're the best. They have the best record in baseball right now as you get to the summer months. To me, that's like almost more impressive with the injuries and everything that's been in there. And now, I don't know, we'll get some information on Max Muncy hopefully today. God willing, he's okay. Yeah. But where are you at with the Are you impressed with what's happened with the injuries and how good the West has been with those guys breathing down their throat? As now the Dodgers seem to open up at 8.5 game lead now.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that you got 3/5 of your starting rotation that hasn't really pitched for you, right? Roki Sasaki, we don't know when he's coming back. And I watched him throw yesterday. He looks perfectly healthy, looks perfectly fine. We hear he's absolutely pain-free. Not really sure what the deal is there, but he's not pitching off the mound right now. I guess he's going to get up there pretty soon, but he's just playing catch in the outfield. Blake Snell threw live BP yesterday for an inning. I don't see him coming back till August. And Tyler Glasnow will throw today in AAA, his second rehab in AAA. He'll be over in Las Vegas pitching against that club. And if all goes well for him, maybe a return, maybe one more rehab. There's thought that there might be one more rehab start for him. But again, you're missing Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell, and Roki Sasaki for almost the entire season. And it's and the fact that they've been able to piece together like two different times during the rotation with an opener or a call up or something and still have the best record in baseball is, to a lot of teams, it's absolutely mind-boggling.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. I don't want to say underappreciated because I think he's very appreciated in LA. But is Freddie Freeman maybe one of the most, unsung heroes in the history of the Dodgers organization? Like, he's unbelievable. Like, he's ice in his veins, I think is an understatement. Ice in the veins. He has the it factor, whatever you want to say. Another walk-off last night. This guy is just incredible. Kirk Gibson-ish things he's done in playoffs. We already know he's an October player. Is he like what is a word to describe this guy?
Hall of Famer. He's not unsung. He's not underappreciated. He's very much appreciated. When you have 50,000 people chanting your name every time you come to the plate, when you're on the road, never mind at home. He's no secret, and he's a tough out. And the month of June, he's been battling some things. Everybody in baseball battles some things, injuries and whatnot. He's been playing through some stuff. But boy, he came through when he needed to last night. His 15th walk-off hit in his career. 15 of them.
Damn.
That's crazy to think about. And I think 4 of the 15 or 5 of the 15 or something like that are home runs. But he knew he didn't need a home run. He knew with Ohtani at second base, he just needed a base hit somewhere. He needed to find some grass in the outfield, and the ball game was over. And Ohtani scored standing up easily on a one hopper to right field. And the other thing too about the 9th inning was Ohtani stealing the base because he hadn't stolen a base since he started really getting serious about pitching again. And, we're talking about maybe mid-May, I think was the last time he actually attempted one in the game. But this was a situation where he knew the Dodgers needed one. They had to get the winning run in scoring position. There were 2 men out, and he went there, and, he went to second base, stole it easily, which was really, great to see. Will Smith walked behind him. So it was first and second at the time before Freddie came up and then did his heroics and won the ball game for us last night.
He's on the mound, like you said. I know he had a 102-mile-an-hour pitch the other day. What was it, second start? Have you seen a difference in how he's approaching the plate and all those things? He just hit his 30th home run. He's third in the league right now. Have you seen a difference, or is he just kind of measuring both?
The way that he approaches hitting No, I mean, he just still does the same things. Um, and if he starts going 0 for 5, 0 for 6, if I'm the opposition pitcher, I'm starting to get more and more worried because he doesn't go 0 for very long. He did have an 0 for 10 before he blasted his last home run 2 nights ago, which was one of those moonshot, majestic bombs into the pavilion. And he's probably due for another one tonight, is my guess. But his approach to hitting hasn't changed at all. But it's just unbelievable to watch him do what he's doing. I mean, for one thing, it's almost like watching an American Legion pitcher, coming off the mound, going to the dugout railing, putting on his stuff, and running to the plate so he doesn't get a pitch clock violation. I mean, he's just. It's incredible to see what he does, and just watching him do that on the road trip, to watch him lead off a ball game and then come out and start the game. And then we see him at home in recent start, you know, throw the first pitch, get the out, then run right to the dugout where the clubhouse guys are waiting there with your elbow pad and your batting gloves and your shin guard, and he has to put all that on really fast and run to the plate. And then he hit a home run. So the stuff we're seeing from him is otherworldly. It really is. When you look at the numbers and you make the comparisons to, what we see every time he goes to pitch, and we'll see him pitch again on Saturday. He's going to make another start. You just have to take it in and say, this is very special. And if you ever have a chance to watch him, whether it's on television, listen to him with us on the radio, or go to a game, you got to do it, because you're seeing. Not just because I'm around him every day, but you just look at the numbers. You're seeing a better version of what Babe Ruth was. You really are. Because I don't think Babe Ruth could have done it in today's game the way that Ohtani is doing it in today's game. And his name is up on top of the record books, and you figure a category, and it's already getting up there, if not at the top.
Nah, no doubt. Macro speaking here for all the LA Dodger fans in here. I know there's some in here, and there's just baseball fans in general. What does the Max Muncy injury do to the rotation or the lineup, the roster moves that Dave Roberts makes? How critical is it now to move guys around to make up for Max being down? We assume he's down. If hopefully he doesn't have a big time injury, but let's say he's down for a week or two minimum. Does that change anything as deep as this team is?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're missing a guy who just had a great, not a good, but a great month of June. You're missing a guy who, got his astigmatism figured out, and now he's really seeing the ball, and he's an offensive force. So we'll find out today. We don't know anything right now. He's going to get an MRI today. That'll tell the story. Dave Roberts said after the game he was optimistic, but we'll see. Dave's not a doctor either, even though his nickname's Doc.
He did get up and walk off, right? He did get up and walk off.
He had some help.
I mean, yeah, but he got up.
He got up, and he had a little help to get off the field. But we'll see what happens there. But I think for right now, you're going to have Kike Hernandez, Miguel Rojas, both can play third base. Both will do it. And if you had to make a roster move, you're going to grab somebody from AAA. If it's something that's really serious, then I think they're going to start looking. We're getting closer to the trade deadline. You're going to need somebody to fill for a while. Who knows? There's a myriad of possibilities that are awaiting the MRI results. So we don't even know if it's an IL stint or not yet, but it's still so early in the morning here still. But they have to prepare for every possibility. We hope that Max is fine, but no matter what, the Dodgers will miss his bat.
We're getting close. We're almost at All-Star break. You guys got, I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. What do you call this weekend? I know we got the 4th of July here tomorrow. Hopefully you and the family enjoy it. You got the Astros and the Brewers here this weekend, right?
We travel on Sunday to Milwaukee, so we'll start a road trip right before the All-Star break to Milwaukee and San Francisco.
Got you. And then Houston's here.
Houston's here. Yeah, starting this tomorrow. Weekend.
And I don't know. I haven't followed them at all, but I know they got their own thing. So is this? When's All-Star again? 15th?
Yeah,
like
I look at the last game, I think it's the 13th, and then I have my mental block. So I guess it's the 15th. Yeah,
And
because
Milwaukee's on
it's time to reset in the middle of the season.
Yeah, and I thought that's why I'm so impressed with Dave Roberts, how they've managed the bullpen, how they managed the rotation. I think he's done as masterful job as any with all the injuries. The Milwaukee Brewers are coming in on they're pretty hot right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing a good job. They played the Rockies though. The Rockies the Rockies beat them in extra innings the other day and gave them a tough game yesterday. So we'll see. Going to Milwaukee's always tough, but the thing about Milwaukee that most players will say, I don't know if you've heard this or not, but I think it's a good place to hit. The hitting backdrop there is really good. Like there and Arizona are two of the top ones that when you just kind of informally poll players, they come up with those places to hit. I've enjoyed seeing a lot of games in Milwaukee over the years. The one thing that I'm not going to enjoy about going there this year is that Bob Uecker won't be there. For the first time in my career, I'll be going to that ballpark and not seeing Bob. And that was the way it was in spring training when we played the Brewers over in Maryvale. They had flowers at a seat for him, and they had photos of him around. And every time we go, I'd always get a great bunch of belly laughs out of Bob. He had I don't know, for whatever reason, he took a liking to me, and he's the only person in the world to ever call me T-Bone. And that was my nickname, was T-Bone with Bob. But when I went to the Dodgers every year, I'd go to Milwaukee, and he would come in and singing the Mamas and Papas song, Monday, Monday, just to get Rick Monday's attention. And he'd come in and hold court with us for a while. And he was just something else. He was one of a kind. He was one of the greatest ambassadors for the game of baseball. Many of us think of him as Harry Doyle from the Major League movies, and Johnny Carson's favorite guest on the Tonight Show. But going to Milwaukee on Sunday and going to the ballpark on Monday for the first time and knowing that Bob Uecker's not going to be around that's going to be a bit of an adjustment. I know it has for our friends in Milwaukee. It's been tough for them all year. And each team that goes in there, they experience the same thing because Bob was so friendly to everybody and knew everybody. He gave me a ride last year from where he parked his car. He had a special indoor parking spot that nobody else had. And I happened to be walking in at the same time, and he goes, "Hey, T-Bone, get on." And there was a guy with a cart there ready to drive. He goes, "T-Bone, get on. Let's go. Let's talk." And so one thing about Uecker, and this is a thing that Rick Monday and I are trying to infuse into the baseball nomenclature now. You've heard of the Mendoza line, right? Mario Mendoza. That's typically if you hit 200, you're hitting the Mendoza line. Well, Mario Mendoza's career average was 215. And Mario Mendoza also thought of the term Mendoza line as being really negative. So Rick and I were talking to Bob one time a few years ago in the booth. We said, we just looked it up, Bob. Your career batting average was exactly 200. And we said, what if we call it the Uecker line? Would you be okay with that? He goes, "Hey, I'd be honored." He goes, "Yeah, do it." So if you're listening to a Dodger broadcast and you hear us say, he's hitting right at the Uecker line, that's what we're talking about. Bob gave us his permission and his blessing to use it. It's more accurate than the Mendoza line, so that's what we're going with.
I love that story, man. I make sure, Paris, we cut this. That's crazy because Brett Boone was on here, and we've had some other great baseball guys, and they're like, people don't give Michael Jordan enough credit to average around 200, 215 in that that AA and AAA league. People don't realize it's hard to do. It's hard to hit a baseball, man, for a guy that didn't really play coming out of basketball. He's like, it's hard to hit 200.
Yeah. I mean, he was with Birmingham in the Southern League. I was at his first game. I just happened to be there. I was doing a radio thing and went to his game in Birmingham. It was against the Chattanooga Lookouts, and his manager was Terry Francona.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And Tito let me in the clubhouse before the game. The clubhouse was closed. There were police. There was all kinds of security. And Terry and I had known each other through a radio talk show that he listened to of mine. And so he's like, "Yeah, come on in." So I came in the clubhouse before the game, and there's Jordan sitting by himself at the locker, big as life, drinking Gatorade, and that's one of the things I noticed, that he really drank Gatorade. So, but to watch him go out there and play, and to see what he could do as an athlete was pretty incredible, because hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do consistently. And he managed to do it enough. And I think that if he had played baseball at a younger age, he probably would have developed enough due to his athleticism to make the big leagues at some point in time.
No doubt. Man, Tim, I can't thank you enough. I got a question from the audience for you. If you could answer. Andy Pages, 293, 17 homers, 59 RBIs. How much of a blessing has he been, and how much will he play in the role if Max goes down?
Well, Paez he should be an all-star with what he's done. He leads the team in RBIs. And on a team where you have Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, he's the leader in RBIs. So it's been a surprise season for him in such a way. And I mean, for him to be voted on in the second phase of the All-Star voting to see if he'd be a starter or not is something. But I think he's probably going to end up going to Atlanta. Maybe if he doesn't, I think it'd be a bit of a snub. But what a season he's had. And also defensively, he's robbed 4 home runs already. He's thrown guys out on the bases. He's got an exceptional arm in the outfield. I don't know what kind of impact he'll have if Muncy's not able to play, other than maybe moving up in the batting order or moving down. But those guys have been kind of interchangeable in the order anyway. And it depends on who the starting pitcher is to begin with, how the order is set for the most part. But Andy Paez has been probably the biggest surprise, certainly of the Dodgers, and maybe even in the National League this year.
Damn. He's a stud. Man, Tim, I can't thank you enough. Any plans for the 4th?
No, I actually have this weekend off. It's one of the rare weekends now from the rest of the season I'll have off. So
really,
yeah. So I'm going to take 3 days off, and then I'll join the team on Sunday. We'll catch the plane to Milwaukee, but we're going to go to the Hollywood Bowl on Saturday. That's one thing my wife and I are doing. So
nice.
That's an LA thing to do. So
no doubt. I'm gonna be on my boat, man. I'm gonna try to be out there on tomorrow night for the 4th. You know that they have a huge deal in Long Beach every year, like a 4th of July deal. So we'll try to be on the boat on the water at night, see how that looks with the fireworks going. So we'll see. Stay safe, man. I appreciate you coming on as always, and go Dodgers.
All right. Thank you for having me.
All right, Tim. Appreciate you. Happy 4th of July to everybody. Thanks for Tim joining the show. The Dodgers, best team in baseball, even though they've been so injury riddled. That's how loaded this roster is. I got to ask somebody. I was going to ask him. I don't know if you guys out there have seen Will Clark on his podcast, the great Will Clark. He basically has been talking shit about the current baseball player. And I love to see him. I actually followed his podcast. I didn't know he had one. But, man, he blasted the shit out of these current players in baseball. He sounded like me. That's why everybody sent me the clip of him talking crazy. But if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Will Clark has a podcast out there that he does. He does a show. It's pretty fucking hilarious. But he's actually that's the next guest I got to try to get on the show. As we hit the dog days of summer for Major League Baseball down the stretch, as the Dodgers still are in first place. We'll see if we can get it one day or later. We're wrapping up the show, man. The Diddy, Will Clark has a podcast, Mike. He does it with someone. I forgot who he does it with. Some of you guys will know who he does it with in here. I think he does it with. Shit, I'm not sure who he does it with. We'll find out. But he does it with somebody. But no Diddy though, man. No Diddy. Did you see that the baby oil extravaganza?
I don't know what she's gonna do, y'all.
That shit is GA to the Y. If I ain't ever seen the shit we celebrate in this country is embarrassing. Holy shit. It is absolutely embarrassing on some of the shit we celebrate. You ain't lying. Yeah, if you don't, Sergio, if it don't slide in, you must slide out. That motherfucker got to quit it. He's out. We'll see. Denied bail, though. So we'll see what the government's going to try to do to his ass. Holy fuck, man. What a joke. Enjoy the weekend, man, as I'm going to wrap up and get ready to go to I'm going to jump into the weekend like I'm going to jump into the weekend like that motherfucker hopefully does better. Does the caption on that right there was does he practice? Did that motherfucker even practice? Show it again real quick, Bailey. I mean, the motherfucker's short of the pipe. He's short of the pipe. He's short of the mat. Like he lands on the fucking ground. I mean, it's not even. Hey, man, hit this weekend. Jump into the weekend, man. Like that. That hurts his pride. Shit. That don't hurt. That hurt his pride. That motherfucker hurt his pride. But shout out to the new basketball Otani. Hit that dong one time. Bang. And Bailey, I don't even know his name. What the fuck's this guy's name? The Nephilim? What's the Nephilim's name? And shout out to Valor. We're gonna check it out, man. I like Valor. We're gonna see if we're gonna see what he's talking about. Ricardo, are you back? Shut the fuck up. Four-day weekend. And shout out to Dave Portnoy. Dave Portnoy, can you shut the fuck up too? Holy fuck, man. Dave Portnoy and your pizza reviews are fucking as cringe as it gets. They're fucking as cringe as it gets. Stop doing pizza reviews. You weirdo fuck. You. Enjoy the weekend. 4th of July. God bless America. The Americans. And stay safe, man. To all. We'll see you on Monday. Enjoy the 4-day weekend. Keith, I don't need to apologize to Brandon Walker. Shut the fuck up. Fuck Brandon Walker. Who the fuck is that anyway? Fucking nobody. By the way, Barstool has a bunch of nobodies that do nothing. Have you seen that fat wobble body fuck I retweeted the other day? The guy that talks about the Mets or whatever. This fucking huge fat fuck who's never done anything. He's a nobody. That's the fucking definition. He's only somebody because of who? Barstool. You act like that motherfucker. Frank the Tank. Of course you would know, Keith. You fat fuck. Fat fucks kick it together. You love to see nobody fat fucks accelerate into space. Don't you? He's a fucking nobody, Keith, by the way. An absolute fucking nobody. But you guys will fucking follow him and say he's the greatest thing ever. He's an absolute fucking nobody. JB, he lost 70 pounds. Yay. I don't give a fuck. That means he's down to 480. So he was 600 fucking pounds, this fat wobble body fuck. He's a nobody. Barstool's nobodies. The brand has been made to create somebodies. Don't get it fucking twisted. Enjoy the weekend, man. I'll be on the yacht club. See you on Monday. Enjoy the 4-day weekend. Make sure you become a member if you're not. Pound the like, subscribe, and go on to CoachABStore.com today because we got a lot of new merch out there, especially for the summer, the boat, the yachters, all that. Slapstick Yacht Club. It is ready to go. It's out there. Go get you some merch. These are fire, by the way. Go get you some. I'll see you Monday. God willing. Peace.